Hi and welcome to John Charles Stadium here in the beautiful city of Leeds, and I'm delighted to be joined by Tony Adersmith, who's going to be joining me today on the commentary between the Southampton Stags and the NTU Renegades. Tony, welcome to the first show. How's things?
Thank you, Gridiron TV, for the invite. I think this is going to be a fantastic matchup today. I think we're both looking forward to this one.
It certainly is. It certainly is. And just to reiterate, we'll obviously we're here for the big game. This is a plate game first, as I mentioned, Southampton against NTU, and later today we will also have Birmingham versus Hertfordshire in the Championship game. But Tony, let's quickly cut to you. I mean, you're just recently back from Sweden for the Great Britain squad, and first off, congratulations on your excellent victory. How was things for you over there in Sweden?
Yeah, Sweden's fantastic. Superb house as a nation and as a city. Really brought into what they want to achieve and how we're going to move forwards. And yeah, I mean, fantastic work with the backroom staff: Andy Fuller, Wayne Hill, Caro Freeman, Baffa, and all the stakeholders really got involved and made our life so much easier. We just turned up as a coaching staff and the players and took care of business, really.
I mean, all four teams today in both finals have got players that represented Great Britain over in Sweden. You know, what players kind of stuck out for you whilst you were over there?
Well, I think that one of the things I've commented on before was it was a great team effort. I think, you know, I've said before we had 2 practices before we went to Sweden. I think that's a big accomplishment to bring together 45 guys who've never played together really and build them into a team to be able to compete on a national level, on an international stage, as we did. And you know, a couple of guys stood out. Dan Conway, who's obviously playing for the Lions this afternoon. A couple of the Hearts guys stood out. Obviously, Joe Thompson's out this afternoon, and a couple of guys on this game that's going to kick off shortly are also on the Great Britain squad. So it's going to be an interesting 2 games. I
mean, people obviously thought straight away, you know, Sweden have got such a fantastic programme at obviously senior level and at university level as well. And people thought it was going to be a very, very difficult game for you guys to go over there and try and get a victory. But it wasn't just a victory. It was I think in better terms, it was a shellacking really, to be fair. And people didn't kind of really expect it to be that far apart. But it turned out to be. I mean, what happened for Sweden on the day? Did they just not execute well? Or?
Yeah, I think we're both programmes. Obviously, this is the first time that we've had the official student programme for each nation. I think with us having the pedigree of having multiple years of played student football, and obviously over in Sweden, they haven't got that pedigree of a university league. Obviously, guys play either for the youth or play for the senior team, then come together because they're a student. I think that was a big advantage to us, is that guys have competed with each other on a big stage over a period of time. I think the other one as well is that when we were scouting them, we saw that they were bigger. We were expecting them to have good pedigree, as you said, but I think our speed was the determining factor that we thought we could really work on and use to our advantage. And I think that's one of the key things that we're doing in the game.
I mean, also we've got the student games taking place, the national championships taking place next year in Sweden as well. I mean, are you going to be on that coaching staff for that tournament?
I mean, I hope so. Obviously, we're
selected.
Yeah. We're on a 1-year deal, and obviously at the moment all that's under review. But hopefully I'll get a phone call or an email to say, do I want to come back, because I'd love the opportunity.
Well, as the old saying says, if it's not broken, don't fix it at the end of the day. But you do lose a lot of players, because a lot of these guys like Dan Conway are seniors this year as well, so we're losing a lot of good quality players. But you know, let's turn to your IFAF involvement as well. Now you're coaching for the IFAF team as well, and I know you were over in the States quite recently, sort of coaching with the team over there. How did that go for you? Was that quite a good experience?
Yeah, it was a great experience. Just to give everybody a bit of background, about 3 weeks before the development camp was due to start in Florida, I got a phone call. Myself and Ryan Baker, who's on the coaching staff of the Birmingham Lions, got a phone call and an email to say, you know, we'd like to join the staff. Can you come over? And yeah, it was a great experience. You know, the kids that came from, I think it was 27 different countries. Great experience, a good opportunity to see some guys who are 16, 17, 18 years old that are really going to grow and develop in the game on an international level. And I was fortunate enough to experience that, see a lot of guys, make some new relationships, and obviously a coaching staff as well, from all over the world.
Was there any Great Britain players involved within the IFAF squad? I mean, I noticed last year when they played against the United States, there was a hell of a lot of Canadians, and a couple of Japanese guys as well. What about Great Britain players? I mean, there's players there who might get into the squad, or who are potentially get in the squad? Yeah,
I think one of the things, because it's quite a new thing on a development stage, is obviously keen to get the European guys involved in the future, and make sure we publish that and make sure we identify guys to move that forwards, really. So yeah, I think in the future there will be. There was a guy who was in Canada as British, so the guy in Canada was British, so, and he was from Birmingham actually, so he's a guy that we're going to keep an eye on to grow and develop at wide receiver. So yeah, great experience. A couple of other things that happened at EFF Camp that I'm quite sure we'll talk about throughout this programme.
Yeah, absolutely. And just obviously today we're going to be joined by people in the United States of America, and you know what's happened there in the last week, Tony. I mean, obviously the terrible things that happened at the Boston Marathon and also in the town of West in Texas as well. And sure, everybody here in the UK likes to wish all of the very best to the people who were injured, and our condolences to the families who lost their families in those two tragedies. So our hearts go out to these people in America, and you know, stay safe. But you know what, Tony, we're here for national finals. Let's concentrate on football. This is what it's all about. We've got two excellent teams here now. We've got the NTU Renegades. And also we're going to be talking about the Southampton Stags, but also on a note this week, famous commentator that both you and I admired died during the week as well. Joe Somerville, he died.
Yeah.
You know, fair age, I mean, but he was a legend that was in commentating with John Madden.
First out, the Southampton Stags.
And so we see the Southampton Stags coming out now. They're about to get a few boos, so I'm sure there's a few NTU fans here. Well, let's talk about Southampton then, Tony. I mean, you know, they're a very good side. You know, they've been here before, and you know what? It's a kind of difficult game to kind of predict between two sides. They're two very good teams. You know, they've beat good teams to get here, and we've got GB members as well. What's the standout for Southampton right now?
Yeah, I think Southampton are going to come out. I think they're going to rely, as they have done in previous years, on that big offensive line that they've got. Try to establish the running game, so I think one of the key things that they're going to be behind is the running game earlier on, trying to establish that, be patient. I think one of the key things is going to be moving into this football game as you say, two different styles of football. Southampton want to run the football, MTU probably want to come out, throw in early and establish the running game afterwards. So it's going to be an interesting offensive matchup earlier on.
Yeah, I mean, everybody talks about that. Sorry, we'll just wait for the announcer to...
Stopped by the police for being too good. Please welcome the NTU Renegades!
So just pause there for the announcer, it's quite loud. So NTU Renegades coming out, they've obviously got a fantastic quarterback in Danny Miller as well, that everybody's been talking about. And we spoke to the head coach just prior to kick-off, and he was kind of in praise of Danny, but however, he wanted to reiterate to us and to everybody else, it's a team at the end of the day. You know, he couldn't do what he does without his protection and without, you know, good wideouts as well. Yeah,
most definitely. I think he wanted to make I think he really wanted to stress that point in our pre-game chat with him about, you know, it's not the Danny Miller show. It's the you know, this is a team. We have built the offense not just around Danny, but obviously Danny is a huge asset to that offence, and we're going to see how that's established in their game plan early on.
Here they come out. I can assure you right now, you will not miss NTU Renegades.
Yeah.
They're in a ludicrous pink. We did ask the question of why pink, but it's the university colours. Every sporting outfit in the university wears pink, so that's fair enough. That's a bit different.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, they fully embraced it. They've run with it. Obviously, they potentially knew that people were going to question it earlier on, but you know, I think you know, it doesn't really matter. Once the whistle blows, it doesn't really matter. It's 11 on 11. It's one team versus the other, and off we go.
Absolutely. And you know, again, it's national finals. Nerves are going to kick in. I mean, what we're expecting from kickoff. Okay, as a coach, Tony, you've got two teams here. A lot of guys have probably never been to a national final before. What do you say to these guys when we try and settle them down a little bit before? Because nerves will kick in. It's inevitable.
Yeah, most definitely. I think you just got to try and build the whole event and not trying to make it bigger than what it is. But I think, you know, one of the key things that we were talking about pre-game and we wanted to discuss was, you know, I think the key thing is going to be, you know, the period between the last game, which has been a period of weeks now, and obviously today when the whistle blows in a couple of minutes, how's that affected both teams, and who can settle back into their rhythm the quickest, I think will be a key point in this game, especially on to get everybody settled down about how is each team going to react on the after they've had a break for a couple of weeks.
And that's the thing as well. I mean, you know, university season's been away for maybe 3-4 weeks now, and these teams haven't played anything. However, it gives them time to prepare, to go through the playbooks, make sure everything is in place, everybody knows what their duties are, and how to execute correctly. But then does that also have a negative effect as well with the losing momentum?
Yeah, most definitely. It's one of the key things that I think both coaching staffs acknowledged to us, obviously pre-game, was, they wanted to see how fast they could get back into their game rhythm, obviously having a period of time off. But obviously on the plus side as well, anybody who's got any niggles, anybody who's got any injuries, you know they've had a period of time now to get that sorted out, and hopefully both teams are fully fit and we're going to have a great display of football.
I think it's not just for one team, obviously both teams have had to have the layoff as well, and to be fair, at least that way it gives your injured players the time to rest.
Yeah, most definitely.
And to kind of get back into the game as well. But we heard that Jamie Johansson O2 was obviously, there was concerns about him at the start of the game if he was going to be doubtful to play or not, but what we were told, he will be starting today.
Yeah, he's ready to go, and I'm quite sure if the guy wanted to play, he was going to play this. This is a final game, cup game, everything that you've been running for, working out for, lifting for, all those drills that you've been doing, for the past 6 months, and for the past couple of years, if you've been playing, this is the occasion that you want to be at. So I'm quite sure he'll give it his best today.
So NTU have won the toss, and Tony, they're going to be receiving. Is that the proper thing to do, or do you look to kick off, or you want to get early offence on the field?
Yeah, my personal preference is that I want the ball, because obviously I want an opportunity to go down and either put a score on the board or gain some advantage in the field position if I have to punt and pin the opposition team down inside the 20. So I like the football. Some of the guys like to defer to the second half. But
national anthem of Great Britain.
And we're just going to stand here for the national anthem of the United Kingdom.
Play football!
As we were saying earlier, Stuart, about pre-game nerves and guys are building up to it. We've just had the national anthem. The whistle's going to blow in a couple of minutes' time, and all those nerves, I'll assure you, will go away quite quickly. I think I'm really looking forward to this matchup. We've got two different styles of defence. We've got two different styles of offence, and it's going to be, the quickest coaching staff to adjust and the team to gain momentum early.
Absolutely. And today is not just about the players as well. There's referees out there as well who are going to be doing a fantastic job today, but they've done a fantastic job throughout the season. If you want to get involved and become a referee in the future, you can contact them at www.bafra.org. That's BAFRA.org, and you don't have to be experienced. These guys will be fully trained, and they'll make sure you're up to standard. But they do need guys, and that's an important thing. For this game to survive, we need people to come and referee games.
Yeah, most definitely.
But it's a beautiful day here in Leeds, John Charles Stadium. I can tell the sun is shining. There's a little bit of a breeze, but nothing that's going to really kind of hamper any kind of throwing game or passing game or any kicking. So it's going to be open, it's going to be good. The surface is nice and soft as well. It won't cut up too badly, so we're going to have a great game of football today, Tony.
Yeah, most definitely, and as the game progresses now, we're going to see how each staff adjusts once the players have settled down, and we'll see how, I think with the key matchup that's going to come on in a minute, as NTU's offence is obviously going to be on the football field, and they're going to see Southampton, who runs a three-man front. Yep. And obviously that's probably not the norm, and
normally 3-5, aren't they?
Yeah. So obviously that's one of the things that NTU highlighted as pre-game, is how quickly can they adjust, having not seen that 3-5 probably all year.
And a great kick-off down towards the NTU 10-yard line. That's picked up. Great on the left. He's gone down to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, NTU Renegades!
Oh, what a great opening start. Guy to the kick-off, and as we're looking for it from our angle point, took it to the right sideline, all the way up the right sideline. And as we talk about, those nerves pre-game.
And this is exactly it, Tony. And that was Daniel Dobson so I beg your pardon, it was Marcus Boswell with the touchdown from kick-off, and it was great blocking upfield as well to give him that room on the outside to come in and score that touchdown.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I think Southampton may be a little bit slow about getting down the field and collapsing it down, but you know, NTU have taken the opportunity to turn up the sideline and off they went.
I mean, obviously we take kick-off, and you've got to really kind of stay in your lanes as well and let the pursuit guys, you know, sort of run down for the football. Was that the case here? Was the guys just coming out the lanes and just leaving too much space? Yeah,
I think maybe Southampton didn't quite adjust to quite adjust that kick-off and get to cover that on the sideline. But
and that's good. Extra point. Is it not good? It looked good to me from here. But, we are away on the back of the main stand, so please bear with us if we do get any kind of calls wrong. But here, at kick-off, it is NTU Renegades 6, the Southampton Stags 0. So now it's an opportunity for Southampton to say, right guys, put it behind us, let's try and do the same. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, obviously, you know, this is about, you know, it's early nerves, everybody gets them, and it's about whichever team settles down. So, you know, it's happened. For Southampton's point of view, they'll be just saying it's happened, let's sort it out and let's move on. A great 90-yard opening touchdown from kick-off, but we've got number 33, Henry Everett, who's going to be receiving this for the Southampton Stags. So let's see if he's got the same kind of pace to take it about 90 yards. But what an opening touchdown for the start of a great day of football. Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, NTU's nerves, if they did have any, I'm quite sure have disappeared quite quickly, and everybody can take a sigh of relief. And Southampton now will just be regrouping, refocusing, off they go again. So. That's picked up by Everett on the 25-yard line. Tries to take that out wide to the 40. Great block upfield. Oh, yeah, just missed the block there, number 55. And he stays in, and he's got it on about the 48-yard line. So that'll be first down for Southampton again. Good return. Yeah, most definitely. I think you know, we've got some good field position now. We're starting off just after the what we're on the 47-yard line of Southampton. Great field position to start a drive, and let's see how quickly they establish this running game and how quickly they adjust to what NTU do on defence. I mean, it would be obviously a lot different. Probably another 10 yards on the play. And Sam Morgan, number 55, linebacker on outside, had got that block in, but he didn't. But they've got good field position. We'll see what they do here. So obviously Southampton are out in the pistol. They're obviously going to establish this running game as we just spoke about. So it's, let's see how everybody's nerves settle down on the Southampton sideline. Absolutely, and it's yeah, you're right. And we'll see what happens. About a 2-yard gain there, so it's 2nd and 8 now for Southampton. So obviously NTU in their traditional 4-man front defence. A bit of trickeration coming out on the second play here. Nice little reverse. Yeah, Daniel handoff to Tristan Demuth there. And got a first down from that, so I believe. Yes, he did. He got about 9 yards on the carry. So again, Southampton want to establish the run game. Going to be patient with it. So nice little first 2 plays. Yeah. So Dan O'Neill, you know, he's gone for the handoff. Number 8 to there, Tristan Demuth. Good run, 9 yards, first down. They'll have the ball on the 43-yard line of NTU. So again, he hands that off. That's the number 24. That's to Henry Shefeli. Again, it's another first down. Yeah, I think Southampton recognised early that we've got an advantage over the tackle positions left and right, and obviously using that to their advantage early. So this will be about, can NTU adjust, make some adjustments to shut that down, and will Southampton be patient enough to keep doing the same thing that they've got at the moment? Absolutely. They need to shut it down early because Southampton are making some great field position here, moving the chains effectively. Again, Neil's another handoff. Straight through the middle. Looks like he's fumbled that. It's picked up. And it's recovered by NTU. It's recovered by NTU. Just trying to see who was that recovered there. It was 99, I believe. No, it was number 33, Levi Ross, who got the fumble. And you know, it's talking about fundamentals here. Henry Shefeli, you know, he's got the first down a moment ago. Ball's in his hands. He's not tucked it away. Yeah, I mean, you could probably put that down to a little bit of pre-game nerves. Guys have been away for a couple of weeks. Obviously, a big game, lots at stake, and you know, I'm quite sure Southampton will just regroup, just get settled back down again and correct it. Let's see what Danny Miller does here. It's his first time on the field for NTU. Again, he looks down to the receivers. goes out wide.
The pass on the wheel route, excellent.
Just trying to see who the receiver was there, number 45.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting matchup because I think NTU's plan was probably to come out early to throw the ball around to establish the running game rather than what teams traditionally do, which is run the ball to establish the pass. So it's going to be interesting to see how Southampton react to this.
Absolutely, that was Sam Williams there who got the reception. So again, about 3 yards.
Yeah, NTU traditionally run a zone read type of offence. I'm quite sure we'll see that develop as the game goes on.
Fantastic read there by number 91, A. Speckles.
Yeah, I think the key for NTU's offence is going to be how are they going to react to Southampton, which defensively they change their personnel quite a bit, move around their defensive front quite a bit and give you a lot of different looks. So it'll be about how do NTU call their offence against Southampton's multiple fronts. I think that'll be a key matchup as we watch this game and particularly watch this drive develop.
There's Southampton's three-man front. See how that. And Miller again, there's a flag on the field. He throws out wide.
That's
Reception is good. However, there's a flag on the near side here.
Okay, so we've got a potential first down, depending on what this flag is.
So we're all bringing numbers, folks. It is difficult to see from up the top of the stands, but there's a man down at the moment, so hopefully he'll be okay. But what a great start to the plate final, Tony. You know, a touchdown straight from kick-off, then Southampton straight back up, moving the chains effectively, you know, up into NTU territory, but then fumble. You know, you used to talk about pre-game jitters at the end of the day. What was great when he came off the field there, his teammates are patting him on the back. You know, put it behind you, nothing you can do about it now.
Yeah, it's a long football game. I think, and most guys understanding or experienced about, you know, don't get down on it too much. It's a long football game to go yet. It's very early. And again, NTU have come out on what we'd expect them to do. They've come out thrown a little. Yep. And I think that's going to be great to see how Southampton adjust to that. I think Southampton's strength will be their front seven and stopping the run, so we'll see how Southampton adjust to stopping NTU's passing game. Well,
it was a 5-yard penalty on Southampton for offsides, so they moved the chains. It's now 3rd and 2 for NTU.
As you can see from NTU, they got this bunch on the right hand side, and that's quite interesting to see that they got a numbers advantage. And
well, he keeps that there. He's on the outside. He went down to the 50, down to the 40, down to the 30, and he's tackled out of bounds. What a fantastic run! He's got that down to the 24-yard line, Tony. Well, that was a bit of a surprise, really. Miller keeping the football.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, to be fair, he's scored over 25 touchdowns this season. I suppose not too much a surprise.
Yeah. Well, I think what's interesting right now is that NTU have got a bunch formation, which is 3 receivers compact in a small space.
Yeah.
And obviously they're trying to give Southampton an option now about do you walk guys out to do that matchup and leave your run game with less numbers in the box, or do you not cover that with NTU possibly giving an option of a throw into that? So yeah. There's a definite chess match going on quite early. That's obvious at the moment.
Absolutely. So Miller looking up, trying to pick out his receiver here on the far side. That's caught. So the reception should be good. No, it's incomplete. So he's dropped that at the last minute. So a good coverage though by Southampton.
Yeah, most definitely. I think they're trying to attack this the outside thirds at the moment. NTU. Obviously they tried to run the football up the middle of the field and only tried it once at the moment, didn't have success, but anything outside seems to be as an opportunity to work at the moment.
I mean, we talk about the bunch here on the near side, and that's twice ran it in concession, and basically they both run plays. You know, first went through the middle, the second one straight up to outside by Miller. Second one working, so we'll see what happens. They're kind of mixing it up between the run and the pass game.
Yeah, there's a nice little rhythm going at the moment with NTU, and you know, it'll be about can Southampton match it.
And Miller keeps it again. He goes on the outside. He's down to the 10-yard line. Oh, and he's down to about 7 yards.
Yeah, nice little run there. They pulled the right guard, pulled him round, give us some numbers advantage on the play side, and obviously they're going to getting the ball in the playmaker's hands, and he's making some plays for him at the moment. Well, nice little drive.
Yep, so they're in the red zone now. They're into the 9-yard line. How does Southampton stop it here, though? How do they stop Miller being so effective right now? Because the last 2 runs he's had now, he's eating straight into the Southampton side of the field.
Yeah, I think for Southampton, they've got to make an adjustment about are they going to put some more numbers in the box to stop the run? Knowing that NTU have already come out and threw the ball a little bit. It's an interesting challenge. They've got a tight end and 2 backs to the same side, obviously overloading Southampton.
Touchdown NTU.
Gary Miller
Nice little adjustment there from NTU. Obviously played the numbers game, overloaded it to the right hand side of NTU's offence. Southampton stayed quite balanced on defence, so the numbers advantage went to NTU and they scored. Nice little drive there.
Absolutely, and you kind of saw that yourself, even standing from the back stands, and you see Miller, he identified the gaps immediately, and it just kind of opened up. It's just he went straight through it, and boom, it's now 12-0. But a fantastic drive again. Miller kind of mixed it between the pass and the run. He's kept the ball a few times himself, and it's paid off. So we'll see if they go for the 2 points now.
Well, we'll see if they run the same play to the left now.
Yep, and they certainly do that, and he should be in. He is. 14-0 NTU, and we're still in the first quarter.
Well, we knew it was going to be an exciting football game, so we're obviously now it's to be up to Southampton to settle down. Don't panic, still first quarter, and let's make some adjustments on defence, and let's get this offence going.
I mean, as a coach though, you have a look down on the Southampton side of the field here right now, you see a lot of heads down, a lot of heads shaking. It's still only the first quarter. Is that what you're saying to them as a coach? Look guys, look, okay, we're 14 points behind. First quarter still, we can still come back. Is that what you say to these guys to pick
Yeah, most definitely, and obviously the head coach right now has obviously got his defence together right now, and all they'll be doing is just talking about adjustments, things to shut down, things that they're doing, things that they need to take care of, and they'll just regroup. But they've got a very experienced coaching staff at Southampton. I don't foresee that being a problem.
And that's picked up by number 28 for Southampton. That's George Lester.
Yeah, he's got a nice little run there. I don't know if Southampton has seen something on film, but they've returned twice and over to the right, so it'd be interesting to see if that's something that they keep on doing throughout this football game.
I'm sure NTU will see that and they'll adjust accordingly as well. Yeah. So you talk about chess games here, it's all about each person trying to be 2 moves ahead of the other.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that's what.
But he's got it on the 49-yard line. Now, in that last play there for NTU, I mean, that was 60-yard drive all in all, 62 yards. 66 yards in all, 62 yards for Danny Miller himself, and a 9-yard touchdown. I mean, one play football, one offensive drive, and Danny Miller's got 62 yards.
Yeah. Again, Southampton coming out trying to establish a run. Obviously, they're starting off with great field position against Stuart. I mean, they started off on the 49-yard line, so the field position for Southampton again is to their advantage. Let's see if they can make the most out of it.
Absolutely, and that was Alexander Spink-Wicks. Yes, you heard me right, that was Alexander Spink-Wicks on the drive there, gained about 2 yards. So he's now over the halfway line into NTU territory. So we'll see how NTU stop here, and obviously, mindset of fumbling the football again, but I'm sure number 24, he'll be saying to himself, right, secure it first and then make your move.
Yeah, most definitely. Early game nerves to be expected, and you just got to move on from that.
And there you go, there's a great drive as well, gaining about 6 yards, and takes it up to now 3rd and 2 to go for the first time.
Southampton using that big old line that we talked about pre-game, and was probably one of their keys to getting this football game rocking and rolling for Southampton. So yeah, running behind the big old line, and we'll see how NTU come up with things.
Absolutely. We'll see them stepping up now. We'll just see what they've got. Kind of got in the locker. They need to get a score back quickly, to get the confidence up, get the heads up on the touchline as well. And they deserve it. I mean, they're starting not bad, apart from the fumble. It's the only mistake they've really made. Well, obviously kick-off as well, I suppose. But
I think from Southampton's point of view, and reiterating from the coaching staff, I'm quite sure they'll be saying is that, if they have a good drive now, and even if they come out with a field goal, obviously everybody wants a touchdown. But if they come out with a field goal, that's a good confidence boost to say, hey, look, it's our second drive. We can move the football. Let's just keep building on it.
I'd like to see Dan O'Neill, though, the quarterback for Southampton, try and mix it up a little bit, try and get a few passing plays in there. And just we'll see what happens. And there's again another handoff, a flag down here.
Yeah, if you noticed NTU early on their first drive, put two of their D tackles in the A gaps in between the centre and the guard, and now obviously Southampton were running over the open space, which is over the tackle, and NTU on defence now have adjusted to that. Obviously covering a little bit more of the B gaps, running more of a traditional 4-man front, and it'd be interesting to see how Southampton adjust their play calling if they need to.
Absolutely. 15-yard penalty. So it's a 15-yard penalty. I just missed what the penalty was, but it is 15 yards. So
yeah, that's always disappointing, especially when you're trying to get a drive going and you're trying to build momentum, knowing that you just had a disappointing first couple of minutes in the football game. And
yeah, you've got 1st and long.
basically
extremely long, if I'm being honest.
Basically, they're starting from where they started off this drive again now.
Yeah.
So
it's a shame. It's a shame. But we'll see what they can do from here. You know, they can come back to this. It's back to first down again.
Southampton moving the ball quite well on the first couple of plays on this drive, obviously. So you know, there's work to be done there.
So we'll see what Dan O'Neill does here, and he throws it out wide to number 33.
Yeah, nice little quick screen there. Obviously, NTU have got numbers in the box, so Southampton adjusted, trying to get that one-on-one matchup outside, and there's work to their advantage.
So we'll see what Daniel can do here. Good to see them mix it up though, rather than just going straight for the run all the time. I think it's kind of coming a bit predictable.
Yeah, I think they wanted to establish something early, and obviously they've been working hard to do that. Obviously they're coming out throwing now.
That was caught. But the flag goes down. Yeah, Neil sacked here, but we'll see what the penalty is in this play.
Yeah, I think if the QB had even just a split second more time, I think he had 83 going over the middle. I wouldn't say wide open, but he had an opportunity to gain the ball, and maybe they'll recognise that and come back to that soon.
Could be a face mask here. We'll see what the referee's about to. Well, NTU moving backwards, so it looks like it's definitely on them.
Close to the head, 93 on the defence. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Block to the head. So again, it's a blow to the head, sorry, not block to the head, blow to the head. So that's a 15-yard penalty on NTU, so we're back up the field again. But you know what, at the end of the day, it's discipline kind of creeps in. We saw that last week when we watched the Edinburgh Wolves against the Clyde Valley Blackhawks as well. A lot of penalties in there. First game of the season, nerves creeping in. They just need to make sure they don't give away silly mistakes, silly penalties.
Yeah.
And Neil again looks down. That's in and out the hands, almost intercepted. Another flag.
Yeah, I think at the moment, obviously both teams will have their juices flowing, so we can probably expect some penalties early. Not that we should be supportive of personal fouls, but you know, some guys have got the juices flowing on both sidelines, and I'm quite sure that'll settle down by the end of the first quarter. And we'll.
Absolutely, it looks like pass interference on NTU. We'll see if that's what they're going to be giving.
Yeah.
Henry Everett trying to receive the ball. It was in and out of his hands, and obviously it was taken out. So I'm wondering if they've actually given pass interference. We'll see. See what they get.
Southampton have obviously adjusted, obviously chucking the ball about a little bit. So again, we're getting back into this chess match again at about
half of this is a goal line on the face mask. So again,
NTU are giving the field position away at the moment. It's, you know, I'm quite sure NTU will want to lock this down.
They've now got 4 attempts to try and get to the touchdown. You know, they're in the red zone now, so let's see what they can do. Even if they can try and get a field goal at the end of this, they can't sort of punch through for a touchdown. Just get any kind of score on the board.
Yeah, it's a good confidence booster.
Again, Neil hands off to Henry Schiffelli. I'm sure I'm getting that right.
Yeah, tough little roader trying to make some plays. Obviously, he's making sure he protects the football on this drive, but yeah, nice little attempt there. Obviously, NTU put the pressure on in the box and took that away, but it's quite interesting to watch the chess match at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see how each team lasts as well. It's a long game of football as well, and we'll see how stamina sort of. I'm sure these guys have been working on their fitness off the field as well. They've been been in the gym. They'll be doing their cardiovascular work as well to try and keep themselves in shape. There's Dan O'Neill getting a hand off.
That's not meant. Well, they tried to do a misdirection play there. Obviously, they had the opportunity, but their NTU defence read that quite well, and no gain on that play. But
so they're now 3rd and 14. So obviously a big play needed here to try and get to the first down. We'll try and get it first and goal, but we'll see what they can do here. And Dan O'Neill's been doing not too bad. He's not really kind of connected with any throwing plays.
But you can see what they're trying to attempt to do, whether they're trying to set something up or whether they're all just settling back into a rhythm again. But you can see the emphasis that they're trying to make.
They're trying to find something there in the lockout to try and get any kind of momentum. Again, he throws out wide, number 5. What a great reception by Adam Adelian. He's got the first down, which is great. So it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, they're isolated one-on-one in the outside, and they've taken away the and they call the slant play, and obviously connected there. Nice little play there, nice little call. Obviously got a first down now, so got 4 opportunities now inside the 5-yard line to come away with 6 points.
Yeah, again, you know, and he had good coverage on him as well. So he did well to bring that football in and protect it.
Yeah, most definitely. Offensive line gave him a bit, you know, give him some time. He recognised it, took advantage of it, the one-on-one, and it worked for him.
So we'll see if they can try and get our score back here now.
That's a laugh tackle play.
Touchdown for Southampton. Henry Schleffley with the touchdown. Thoroughly deserved as well. I mean, he's had that drop football early in the game and he's come back, scored a touchdown.
Yeah, it's obviously not knocked his confidence whatsoever. He's obviously got belief in himself and just wanted an opportunity to get back on the football field and get ready to rock and roll. And as you can see now from Southampton's sideline, you know, they're all clapping now, and we got ourselves a good football game.
Yes, and they're going for the extra point here for Southampton, and it's going to be number 22, Tom Dawson. He kicks that, and it is good. So that's now 14-7.
Everything to play for.
Absolutely everything to play for here. And, you know, and we talk about confidence, we talk about, you know, this guy dropping the football. I mean, that's him saying to his team now, guys, I'm really sorry for what happened there. I've got you one back. And as you mentioned, the whole mannerism of the team completely changed with that one play. Even when they caught the reception, just short of the goal line, the whole mannerism changed. Everybody was up there thinking, oh, here we go, we've really got it, you know, to try and score here and punch through, and they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think it's a great offensive drive by Southampton. Adjusted, calmed down, didn't really get away from their initial game plan, which was to, you know, to run the football, mix it up a little bit. So yeah, great drive, and now it's up to NTU now to replay again.
Well, let's hope they don't make this two mistakes twice. We've got Marcus Boswell in the backfield looking to return this. And that drive for Southampton was 69 yards total drive, which included 30 yards worth of penalties as well. But you know, they're back in the game. It's a good return, back to his 40-yard line.
Yeah,
39, sorry, by 39.
Obviously, again, great position for the offence to start from. And we'll see what NTU do on this drive. And we'll see how Southampton's going to adjust.
Oh, that's it as well, yeah, exactly. We'll see what Miller can do here as well. We saw him in the last drive, offensive drive, and he was absolutely explosive. And his running play, you know, got it wide as well, and, you know, coming through the middle and getting the 2 extra points as well. So we'll see what he's going to do on this drive. He's been outstanding this season. You know, over 25 touchdowns for NTU. You know, you don't expect 25 rushing touchdowns from your quarterback, do you?
No, not at all. Again, first play, come back to the playmaker, and a nice little 7-yard pickup there.
Absolutely. Again, he's shown his intent to the Southampton defence.
I think the key right now will be how fast Southampton adjust to take this away now. But how are they going to take it away? Or are they just going to allow this to happen, which I'm quite sure they won't be. But the key right now is what Southampton going to dial up to.
Easy. The referee had obviously had his microphone on as he whistles. I do apologise if you heard that back home. I'd like to thank you for joining us here on Gridiron TV. Myself, Stuart Young, and with Great Britain offensive coordinator Tony Ethersmith. And no gain there for number 45 of NTU. That was Sam Williams.
Yeah, NTU coming out in that bunch again. Obviously they got 3 receivers all together, and Southampton have got 1 guy over there, and I think it's only a matter of time before NTU start to take advantage of that numbers.
Absolutely. And the kind of thing you see with NTU as well, it's the kind of thing the 49ers did with you know, Kaepernick as well. You've got a guy who can throw, you've got a guy who's a fantastic runner in the game as well, and it kind of takes a defensive player, you know, out of that as well, when you can have him in the backfield.
Yeah, it does, and it's great for us offensive guys, is that, you know, it becomes the 11-11 matchup again rather than the 11 versus 10 matchup. You know, when your quarterback can run and do those kind of things, it creates a numbers advantage too, you know, on an offensive point of view.
And if you want to get in contact with us, you can get in contact with Gridiron TV, sorry, Gridiron_TV, I beg your pardon, on Twitter, and also on Facebook, just Gridiron TV, or you can email us at info@GridironTV.co.uk. Well, the score here is NTU Renegades 14, the Southampton Stags, who are in the white. They are on 7 points.
Yeah, I think at the moment, Stuart, you can probably feel the vibe from both sidelines. Everybody's kind of like settled down now. And I think everybody's just...
Great reception by NTU, and he's gone.
It's great, nice
in the 10-yard line, touchdown, NTU Renegades.
Yeah, they came back to the play that they ran on the last drive when the guy dropped it. Nice little corner out. QB threw it out there.
That was David Lely there for the touchdown, a good 44-yard reception.
Yeah, nice little tall receiver, pretty much there one-on-one, went up and caught it. Southampton obviously missed the tackle and he took it down the sideline. Nice little play.
What I really liked about that play as well, Tony, was the protection that Miller had in the pocket as well. You know, the pocket did not collapse. It gave him the 2-3 seconds he needed to try and pick out his receiver and get up in that corner route as well.
I think that's the advantage that you have when you got a QB that can do. That's a dual threat. Is that the defense is probably a little bit inclined about to be able to rush the passer all the time, and they're obviously mindful of that. The QB can run so.
Let's see if we can get the extra point. They missed the one earlier, but it looks like that's good.
And it's good.
So that's 21-7 to NTU Renegades. What a fantastic opening quarter of football, Tony.
Yeah, as we said, we were looking forward to this matchup, and we knew we were going to see some points scored, and we knew both offensive had an opportunity to score some points. So, yeah, what a great opening! What a great opening game to today's finals.
Absolutely, and I tell you one thing now: Birmingham and Hertfordshire have one hell of a game to live up to today.
Oh, I'm quite sure those two football teams are more than focused on today's game. And I think these are, obviously we talked about Great Britain and the representation from both of those programmes as well as many others, but I think there's a little bit of extra spice in that one.
Yeah, but that was a 61-yard drive by NTU Renegades, a 50-yard touchdown it was. Miller to Lely. 21-7 NTU in this first quarter. NTU kick off. And we've got number 33 returning there. Henry Everett gets up to about his 36-yard line. Good return, good field position.
15 yards.
Yeah, again, Stuart, to their right, so I don't know if they've seen something on film that they're trying to take advantage of, or whether that's just a default return to the right all the time, but it's interesting to see if they're going to adjust anything on that one. But again, we'll see what Southampton come back with again. Just had a great drive when they came out last time. Obviously established the run, threw the ball about a little bit, so we'll see how they go on.
I'd just like to mention to one of our sponsors today, it's Metro Across, for all your event needs, one of our partners.
Yeah, NTU on their defensive line keeps moving their defensive tackles about, so I think they're trying to play the game a little there. Obviously Southampton just gone outside to try to take advantage of that one-on-one matchup again, and obviously this time didn't work out for them.
I think one thing Everett wasn't expecting was 3 players to come that quick, and they did, and that was good defence. Very good to shut them down early, make sure you got no extra yardage on there.
Yeah,
in fact, it's about second and 9.
Yeah, I think probably the strength of the NTU defence is their linebacking core. I think that's one of the things that we noted pre-game was their speed and their ability to get from the middle of the field to the sideline very quickly, and obviously we saw that on that play.
That's the end of the first quarter, and the score here, NTU Renegades, who are in the pink. They are 21 points against Southampton, who are in the white, on 7 points. So, I mean, Tony, we didn't expect this explosion of scoring to take place. We've got the first touchdown straight from kick-off. Fantastic 90-yard return, as well as kind of being the play of the game.
Yeah, it could well be. I mean, it's obviously
so far.
yeah, early days, yeah, but obviously I think that allowed NTU to settle down very quickly, and obviously they've taken that to their advantage and have kept the lead at the moment. But long football game. Just get into the second quarter, and we'll see how Southampton comes out on this drive. Certainly
like to thank everybody for joining us on Gridiron TV here today. Let us know where you're watching the game from. It'd be fantastic, especially here if you're over in the States or somewhere else as exotic in the world. Again, score here, NTU 21, Southampton 7. A great run on outside. A fantastic run there. And it looks like he's got the first down. He should be close to it anyway. Henry Schlifeli.
Yeah, again, Southampton running off tackle. I think they've really emphasised that in their play calling in the first quarter, and we knew they wanted to establish a running game pre-game. So yeah, they're sticking to their strength, and they're going to be patient with that. And obviously, when you're getting 7, 8, 9 yards a pop, you're going to keep doing that.
As an offensive coordinator, though, Tony, as well, I mean, you're very experienced in regards. I think you're the British Gruden, as people call you. Let's wait and see what the referees are doing here. They're bringing out the chains actually at the moment just to see if it is definitely a first down or not. So it's obviously too close to call We're just looking over, so we'll bring the chains out. Yeah, as an offensive coordinator though, I mean, are you happy to mix things up, or do you like to stick to a run game, or do you more a passing play? What do you choose? I mean, what do you do?
I mean, obviously, I'm probably known a little bit for the air raid offence that Mike Leach runs in the States. We like to trot the ball about, but if you look at our stats versus Sweden, we were quite a balanced offence, not by game plan or by anything, just by, you know, we were taking advantage of what Sweden gave us, and I think we ended up with some 33 pass attempts and 31 rushing attempts against Sweden, so we were balanced by default, but certainly not by game plan. But you know, as far as I go, my play calling, you know, if I see something, I just want to take advantage of it. But what I don't want to do is keep on calling the same play all the time, because obviously, you know, the defence is going to lock down on that. Then I've got to try and find something else in the game. So I think if you've got a couple of things in your back pocket that you can call at key times, and then obviously you're looking for matchups as well as an offensive play caller. And again, at the moment, as you can probably see from this, you know, these one-on-one matchups on the outside, and
Daniel with another handoff through the middle.
Southampton running behind that big O line again, like they wanted to do pre-game, so they're certainly sticking with the game plan. They've certainly been patient at doing that.
There's a handoff to Tommaso Bendoni.
Tommaso Bendoni carrying the football there.
Okay, so it looks like it's about 2nd and 7 for Southampton.
It's quite interesting. This is going to be the Southampton offence versus the NTU defence, because obviously Southampton have got the big O-line and want to run the ball, and NTU's strength is probably their front 7. So I think this is going to be a key matchup throughout the game.
Yeah. Let's see if the O-line can hold up in regards to the pocket. So again, good run outside.
Again, running off tackle. Obviously they keep calling that play and it keeps on breaking for them. I think it's great play calling by Southampton's OC to keep pounding that rock and taking advantage of the numbers game off tackle.
Well, if it's working, you just keep going with it really, and you know, try and change it up in between a few times. But you know, if it's not broken, you know, don't fix it. At the end of the day.
And again, coming back to that chess match, you know, it's up to NTU now about how they're going to adjust and take that away.
Absolutely. So let's see what Dan O'Neill has here. Just giving a couple of audibles. Player coming in motion. Again, a handoff to Shafeli. He's brought down by 2 NTU defensive players. Again, it looks like a gain of about a couple of yards.
Yeah, Southampton being quite methodical and patient, sticking with the running game.
Yeah. So 7 yards actually, beg your pardon.
Obviously NTU now rotating some guys around. We'll see how they're going to adjust by doing that.
It is quite warm out there, believe it or not. I mean, you know, it does look fantastic, nice outside, and it is quite warm. You've got that kit on as well. It's, you know, you've got to really keep hydrated, and sort of swapping around is going to help the team to get to the end of the game.
Yeah, and obviously with your all your energy and your juices flowing pre-game, that's going to take some out of you. And obviously because you haven't played for a couple of weeks as well, you can train as much as you want, but guys who haven't played for a couple of weeks. Oh dear, some miscommunication in the backfield there, and obviously NTU have taken advantage of that. I think there's a miscommunication in the backfield there. Looks like a running play, and back went one way, QB went another, and
back to square one. 3rd and 10.
Absolutely did not like himself in the defensive formation. Audible out of it. Looks like he tried looking for himself, but there's too much big rush coming through.
And we'll see. We'll see what Southampton can do here. It's obviously back, you know, brought back and a loss of yards there again. That there's looks like a timeout.
Coming to go up.
The referees are calling here. It's just taking their time to sort things out. So Southampton again, you know, getting good field position. Okay, a wee bit lost of 7 yards there, but you know, it's still makeable. We'll see what they can do here. You mentioned obviously the offensive line as well, and it's, you know, it's a key thing to try and hold that pocket for Neil to try and, you know, give his time to pick his runners, but also, you know, for his handoff, but also to try and pick out any kind of receivers as well. It's really important when we look at the offensive lines here. As we spoke about again, that's just over.
Yeah, slightly thrown again. Come back to that slant route, one-on-one on the outside, and just couldn't quite connect. But it's there. It's there, and I'm quite sure they'll come back to it.
And Everett again, just over his head there. He's mentioned the slant, just too high. But again, you talk about the offensive line. When the offensive line move back, in a play, you can kind of create the pocket, so you're kind of looking at a passing play. When they move forward, you're looking at a running play. So just put anybody out there who's sort of new to the game watching that, just bear that in mind. We create the pocket to protect the quarterback, so it's really important to make sure he is not hurt. So again, punt for Southampton. Call the fair catch tackles, that will be a flag, surely. I thought when you called for a fair catch, you hit straight after it, so it's a flag.
Yeah, I didn't see him call for it. I think he was just happened to be in the region. The ball landed into his hands, and
I thought he put his hand above his head and waved. But there we go. So that was a good punt. Keeps it around about 19-yard line. Let's see what Miller's going to come out and do here. Let's see what magic trick he's going to come up with in this drive. He's been so effective though today. He's been absolutely fantastic. Outstanding player so far this game.
Yeah, and some great play calling, to be fair. I think they really, I wouldn't say kept Southampton guessing, but they really kept them off balance by mixing the run with the pass and overloading the numbers on one side, then taking advantage of their height at receiver as well. So yeah, some good play calling.
Again, Miller looking down, picking his receivers. Gets it on the short hitch, but it looks things there.
Yeah, nice little pitch and catch there, line up in trips formation, and picked on the inside slot guy there, just a nice little quick little hitch route. Defense retreated, nice little easy pitch and catch there.
Yeah, he's got first down as well, so yeah, good route there. What I really enjoy watching about NTU is how they can just adapt to anything. They can adapt to the they've changed it to 4-4. Southampton with the 4-4 defence, and basically they've adapted to that. They can change, they can run, they can pass, they can pretty much do whatever they want, and it's it's up to Southampton to really kind of adjust their defence to stop them.
Yeah, that's sort of run in the backfield there. Obviously Southampton covered that quite well. Good job by Southampton to read and react on that one.
Sam Williams there with the run.
And took that away.
Williams on the carry there. He's been doing a lot of the running today.
Just every time you see either offence, especially NTU, any kind of line up for offence, you're just expecting some explosive play to happen.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I think they've done a great job of play calling. Obviously, they've got some weapons out there, and they're mixing about and doing a good job of that. So, quick play action.
Yeah.
Dump it off to the guy that comes across in motion.
Marcus Boswell. Looks like he's got the first down. He was at bounds.
There, and a little sweet pass to Marcus Boswell at the backfield, number 24. Nice little design play. Boswell had plenty of room. The
amount of room he had on that far side as well.
Yeah, they're running a little quick motion with him, and then the play action to him as well. And obviously, then the QB looked off and they came back to him, and he had some space to run with after he got the ball. So
that's what happens when you spoke about earlier in the first quarter, when you've got a mobile quarterback like that. He does that play action. You're thinking, well, where's he going? Is he going to throw this? Is he going to hand it off? What's he going to do? Is he going to run with it? And because of that, he's got this massive. You talk about the bunch again. The bunched up. Again, he keeps it.
Again, coming out to the bunch again, getting the numbers advantage to that side by the back leading for the QB and the QB just taking off. Some great play calling going on.
Absolutely, and he's very good at identifying the gaps opening up as well.
Yeah.
But this bunch formation is really, really effective for them today. Southampton just need to try and do what they can to stop Miller making those runs. Certainly over 150 yards rushing for Miller today anyway.
Again, coming back to the play that they ran 2 plays ago, got a screen pass.
Oh, wakey.
Fortunately, we got a guy down. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, 2 guys here on the outside, and they're not getting their heads spun round, which you should be doing when your quarterback's scrambling. And the key thing for being a wide receiver as well, and you look at plays like this, when you see a quarterback scramble outside the pocket, try to make that pass, you've got to kind of come back and make yourself open for him, don't you?
Yeah, you do, yeah. I mean, what they tried to do on that play was that they were doing it 2 plays that they did before. They ran the quick motion, the play action, and then came back with a running back screen, but unfortunately just didn't quite work out for him.
Well, we've got some salsa coming on there now, Tony. Don't want any dodgy dancing going on. Yeah, a player down just now, and I'm sure he'll hopefully be okay. He's been attended by the medical staff. And what a fantastic opening day of national finals here at the John Charles Stadium in Leeds. And I can tell you now, when Tony and I are standing, we have a beautiful view of Leeds City Centre. Sun shining and glorious day for football. And I'm glad you can join us here live on Gridiron TV. If you want to get involved with any teams, you can go on our website, www.GridironTV.co.uk. There's lists of teams from the national teams down to university to junior youth. You click on the links, takes you directly to the team's websites, and you can go and join. Even if you want to be a volunteer, you don't have to play. The volunteers are just as important as players and coaches, so make sure you do that.
As an affiliate official, I have to say that the level of training received by the
stats for Danny Miller so far: 94 yards rushing, 74 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 pass, 1 rush.
Yeah, as we were saying before, I mean, the hard part for Southampton is going to be which weapon do you take away first? Do you take away his ability to throw the ball by rushing him, or the danger of rushing the passer is that the guy can tuck it away and run.
What do you do though with someone like that? We see it in the NFL all the time, but with likes of Kaepernick, we've got RG3. I'm glad that player's hobbling off now. It says Sam Williams we'll see if he comes back. We'll see if he's probable for a return. We talk about the NFL. We see the likes of Kaepernick. We see the likes of RG3, such mobile quarterbacks. How do you defend against a quarterback like that? Do you take your chance and send a couple of pass rushes in there and really just go for him? Or what do you do? Or do you sit back? It's one of these ones that you kind of catch 22.
I think it's the $1 million question at the moment that a lot of defensive coordinators at the NFL level and the college level are dialing and speaking to each other about how to come up. And I know quite a number of NFL defensive coordinators starting to visit with college programs this off-season to see how college teams are dealing with it, so they can start to understand and see how guys are adjusting at the college level, so they can build it into their NFL program. But yeah, I think it's the new problem for defensive coordinators. Obviously, with RG3 coming into the league, and Russell Wilson can throw the ball about a bit, do some play action and run.
Who's the best rookie quarterback so far? I mean, you look at all these guys coming in the last couple of years. Russell Wilson, I mean, he got to latter playoffs. Was it Kaepernick? I mean, he's been around a couple of years, but Wilson being a rookie, I mean, what a fantastic job he's done for the Seahawks. And quite a low snap there towards Miller, and he's brought down. Oh no, he's not. He's brushed off that tackle, but he is brought down eventually by Dami Odunlami.
Yeah, again, just coming back to that question on quarterbacks, I think the great thing that those quarterbacks have done is that they've actually had a system built around their strengths, and I think it's actually really allowed them to develop at their very, very early stages in their NFL careers. Obviously, Kaepernick is running pretty much his system that he ran in college to a certain degree. Their offensive coordinator went to visit Nevada and pick their brains. Obviously, RG3 at Washington, Shanahan and his staff went to visit Baylor to see how they run their offense to pick their brains. And Russell Wilson was brought in for a reason at Seattle about, we fitted their offensive philosophy. So I think those guys have had a great opportunity to have systems built around their strengths, which obviously always allows people to be successful.
There's Marco Boswell with a reception there for 9 yards. It's now 4th and 1. Yeah, I mean, it just seems to be so difficult, and I'm sure one of the head coaches somewhere down the line in the NFL are going to find some way of defending against these kind of guys. But it brings a breath of fresh air, and it changes the game up as well, and it's kind of really enjoyable to watch. Yeah,
it does. Yeah, and I think one of the things as well that's also the new problem is the no huddle. Obviously, no huddle causes a number of issues, especially communication-wise. To get all your adjustments in on defence, and I think that's an exciting part that is going to continue to evolve. And it's going to be interesting to see Chip Kelly at Philadelphia and how that develops over this year.
Absolutely. Again, it's the bunch down the far side, and it's a first down NTU. In fact, it's more than a first down. It's first down and more. So yeah, good. So they'll have that around about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, obviously 4th and 1. Give it to their playmaker. Went on the centre, took advantage of the defensive alignment, and got a first down out of it.
Absolutely, and it's been a great game of football so far. You mentioned Chip Kelly and the no-huddle offense. You really kind of have to be well drilled. Maybe NFL, you're going to be well drilled anyway, let's be honest, but it's a risk you take, because there could be complications, you're getting things wrong, miscommunications, etc, etc.
Yeah, I think we'll I think we'll cover that as we go over on this drive. We'll just watch the play develop. Yeah, just going back to Chip Kelly, his move from obviously Oregon to Philadelphia, and I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see how that develops both in Philadelphia and how the NFL defensive coordinators are going to adjust to that. But just looking over Twitter, this morning before we travelled to here, and just looking at their 3-day camp that they've been held, guys are saying it's a really fast camp. Meetings are fast, practice is fast. They move from one drill to another fast, and I think the players are really adapted to it already. I guess the disadvantage to an NFL team doing it is that they've only got 45 guys live for each game, and how much can they do that week in, week out? And I guess we'll find out.
Again, Miller, as his pocket collapses, decides to take off, which is the correct decision. Again, looks like it could be another first down as well.
Very close to a first down.
Again, just coming back to what we said before about the ability to have a Russian QB stand there, look like he's going to throw, and then he tucks the ball down and runs. It's pretty tough to defend.
Oh, absolutely. But again, enjoyable to watch, and it makes defences think. As you mentioned again, rather than 11 on 10, it's now 11 on 11.
Yeah.
Simple. So. Yeah, it's another measure here by the referees. Too close to call. Score here. Just a reminder, NTU, who are in the pink as you're watching, are 21 points against Southampton in the white, who are on 7. So, I'd like to thank Tony Anismith for taking his time out to travel up to here to Leeds to be with Gridiron TV. So, Tony, what's next for you now in regards to the GB programmes now finished for the season? What are you going to be doing next?
Obviously, GB is under, it's in the review period with all the stakeholders at the moment, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get the approval via those stakeholders to go into the World Student Championships next year, which is also going to be back in Sweden where we've just been. So, at the moment, for me, it's about reviewing what we've just done in Sweden, and then we're reviewing some film, picking some people's brains, and for my development. So when we're ready to get back in camp again, hopefully if I'm invited back, we can add some more extra juice to the offence and be prepared and get ready to go to Sweden next year.
We'll just see Southampton here sort of mixing up their O-line just now, just giving players some bit of a break, because they have been on the field now for some time as the NTU move the chains.
Yeah, it's interesting now. Southampton have just taken, I think, as a safety out and brought another defensive lineman in, so it'll be quite interesting to see how they adjust now. That was 46. I think that's Rob Cartwright, and Rob Cartwright is one of our guys on GB. Only been playing the game now, I think 18 months if I remember correctly, and there's a real one for the future of British football and Great Britain, really.
Absolutely. We were talking about guys who have not been playing the game long. We'll look at the NFL draft as well. We've got men like Watson from Manchester who's going to be entering the draft, possibly late first round, early second round. But what a phenomenal story that is. He was hardly playing any kind of football at all. He goes to Florida State, now he's in the NFL draft.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that develops, but what a great opportunity for somebody to take advantage of that. Again, just running a quick bubble screen with that bunch formation, just taking advantage of the numbers on the outside.
Okay, we will call the players' names for you, just unfortunately, because where we are at the back of the stand, it's difficult to see the numbers, so just bear with us. But, nonetheless, it's been a fantastic game to watch so far at the moment. So yeah, we're talking about British players, first time ever in NFL history. We've got 2 British players going in the draft. We've got Tom Wart from the Oklahoma Sooners. And we talked about men like Watson as well, who's hopefully going to be going late first, early second round draft.
Yeah, obviously Tom at Oklahoma is going to have a great pedigree with Bob Stutz and his staff there, and the program that they run at Oklahoma. I think he'll have a great opportunity to hopefully have an NFL career that's long and prosperous.
Absolutely. We've got 2 other guys who are one going into second year at Boise State. We've got Elliot Hoyt, which is fantastic to see him doing well there. We've got Dan Faulkner, who's also in Division 1 football, who played for the Edinburgh Whales, and we've also got Alex Jenkins, who's at the Incarnate Words, playing Division 1 football. So good luck to all those guys. Hopefully we'll see them in the NFL very soon as well. And it's looking good for British sport in general, and it all starts here. It all starts in the UK. Yeah,
it does. Yeah, I was just going to say it's encouraging to see the numbers slowly increasing to go over and play college football. I mean, it's just a great opportunity, and guys are taking advantage of it now. But yeah, you're right. It just started here in the UK and guys having a taster for it and developing some good fundamentals, then you know, get an opportunity to go over to the States and see how far they can take it. Yeah, definitely good luck to them all.
It was 4th down. Big Mark was 3rd down.
Okay, the referee's just huddling up. There's a confusion on the downs here at the moment.
And the pink flag's coming out. That's not the referee's pink flag, but obviously
the supporters of NTU. Also not far from Nottingham, so they've got quite a good support here today.
I think at the moment, obviously, the officials just getting together, make sure they get things right.
What do you make of this year's draft, though? We talk about, in between breaks here, we're talking about the NFL, but what do you make about the draft? There's not an awful lot of sort of skill position in regards to like quarterbacks or wide receivers as normally has been in the last couple of years. We've seen a lot of O-linemen, D-linemen, we've seen a lot of linebackers as well. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I'm quite sure I'll cover it as we go through the program. Obviously, when I was out in Florida with IFAF, we had the opportunity to watch a number of those guys work out while we were in camp there. They actually practiced on the next field who was getting ready for the NFL Combine and ultimately, obviously, getting ready for the NFL Draft. So, yeah, there's a number of I think there's a number of quiet prospects that people aren't really talking about that I think are going to surprise a few people when they get taken on the board in the draft and get to an NFL program.
Draw your attention to the sign on the left-hand side over there, the advertisement.
I think one of the key things that we saw when I was over in Florida was Tyler Wilson, who was the quarterback at Arkansas. Extremely accurate guy when he was working out on the practice field, and I think he's one of my one of the little secrets in the NFL draft that the team that takes him, I think, is going to be very pleasantly surprised, and you know, I think has got the full potential to really help an NFL team. And just as the referees just try and sort out what's going on with regards to these downs, people are saying it's 4th down, but the mark is 3rd down, so we'll see what they do.
If John McLovin is not available on the 13217 4092.
So the thing is, though, we talk about everything starting here in the UK. I mean, we look at the men like Watson didn't. He would play basketball, went to Spain, and got through the scholarship there. But we look at obviously Alex Jenkins and Elliot Hoyt coming out of Bristol Academy. And you know, what's great is we talk about grassroots football and we talk about kids kit up at 14-year-old. Do you think they should be earlier than that? Do you think the kids should be not necessarily kitting up, but getting into the sport earlier? Yeah, if you compare it to the States, and obviously we're always going to do that because it's the sport that we're involved with. Obviously, guys in the States are starting at a very young age. I think probably from the age of 6 years on was playing pee-wee football. And I don't see any reason why we can't do that, but obviously or even sort of cadet, sort of flag. Yeah, obviously I think we just need to make a commitment to that and watch it grow and develop and follow it through. Well, it looks like the referee's going to keep it at 3rd down at the moment then. That's for NTU, so that'll be like 3rd and 5. Well, I don't mind it from my point of view as a coach, as obviously the referees at the moment are conferring, they're making sure they're going to get it right, and I'd rather them do that rather than to make something up. If we need to take a minute or two to explain it to both sidelines and get the call right, then I think that's the right thing to do. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely right. The referees have got a difficult job as it is, and it's sometimes mistakes happen, and just move on with it. And I'm sure the coaches will understand that, but they are doing their best to try and resolve things. Bit of a debate going on with the Southampton head coach at the moment, so we're wondering what do you think he's saying to the referees at the moment, Tony? Is he saying get it sorted, or is he being nice about it? I'm quite sure he's explaining his point of view in the nicest way possible to the officials and getting his point over and making sure everybody's on the same page. So I think he's kind of hoping they're going to give it 4th down, but I don't think the referees are. I think they're going to keep it, or are they going to change it? Let's see. So the referee's moving back to the middle of the field. He'll make his decision very shortly. Remember, you can contact us here on Twitter at @Gridiron_TV, also on Facebook. Go and like our Facebook page, which is Gridiron TV, and our email is info@GridironTV.co.uk. And also you can follow Mr. Tony Aylesmith on Twitter as well. Have you got any coaching questions you want to ask Tony? Anything you want to pick his brain about? I'm sure he'll be pleased to answer any questions. Yeah, most definitely. So as Miller again takes a snap, he takes off again. Oh, is this deep in the end zone, wide open on the far side, touchdown NTU Renegades.
Again, great patience by the QB. Obviously, he was moving about a little bit, buying some time. Guys wait for him up the field. They ran corner outs on the inside slots, and
George Charlesworth there with the touchdown.
Unfortunately, again, you know, you put any defence in a bind where you got a scrambling QB and he's starting to run around the field a little bit. It's about what do you do? Do you break off and come up expecting him to run, or do you stick with your receiver that you're marking? So
that's what I'm talking about. You see the amount of space and amount of time we had back in that end zone. You know, no one was covering him whatsoever. Yeah. And Miller had all the time in the world to throw to him, and he did. And you know, he got it off just before he reached the line of scrimmage as well.
Great patience and great vision by the QB. Good job.
So the score now: NTU Renegades 28, Southampton Stags 7.
And this will be about now. This will be Southampton now, and I know it's still only the second quarter, and you know it's still relatively early. This will be about what do Southampton do now to react? Do they stay with the running game and stay patient, hoping they're going to break one, or they're going to open it up a little bit, throw the ball about, you know, and try and get a score on the board before half time?
I think another thing as well, what they need to try and do is they need to try and maybe even force NTU into some kind of mistakes, you know, try and get some flags thrown, try and, you know, get some yardage that way, because it all helps at the end of the day. And looking at NTU, they look really disappointed in the fact they're not going to give anything like that up.
No.
Well, that was a total of 81-yard offensive drive by NTU Renegades. 50-yard reception to Miller, to Charlesworth, number 8 to 9. Taking the score 28-7. To the NTU Renegades again. If you're joining us, NTU in the pink, Southampton in the white with the red helmets. Again, it's a good return. Back up to the 39-yard line for Southampton. Still getting good field position.
Yeah, I just had a comment, you know, great field position again for Southampton to take advantage of this, and you know, we'll see if they're going to be patient now with the run game, or if they're going to mix it up a little bit and try and get downfield.
That was George Lester there for that return. He goes off, done his job, well done.
Also be interesting to see what NTU do now on defence, knowing that they got the comfort of a couple of scores ahead. Are they going to take some chances? Are they going to play what they've just been playing? And we'll see how this chess match develops.
Again, another hand off.
Again, come back to their off-tackle play. Play that they've been having good success with. Obviously, NTU have shut that down on that play.
Yeah, Shafeli again on the run as well. He's brought down. Gain of about 3 yards, so it's 2nd and 7 for Southampton on their own 42-yard line.
Again, now Southampton have split their two inside guys out further, open it up a little bit more. Again, came back to that slant route. It's been there, we just haven't quite connected to it. But
that was Tavares on the slant, but just behind him.
It's definitely there, and if they connect, they have a potential to get a first down there, or even turn it into more yards.
That's it. They just got to keep plugging away and just keep doing what they're meant to be doing. They go by the playbook, and it will happen at some point. They just got to stay, have faith in it.
Stay patient.
Because the thing is, though, that's when mistakes happen. You start forcing things to happen, and they've really got to settle down. Try and get another score before half time. Keep themselves within this reach of NTU, who have been outstanding this afternoon so far. Again, Neil comes in reverse on the outside. It's number 83, Tommaso Bedoni. Looks like he's got the first down as well. Fantastic play. Again, just staying patient, get the reverse, it comes round, first down.
Yeah, done. Part of their offensive philosophy is to do some of this, so they're sticking with their roots and sticking with their strength. And again, we didn't know what they'd do coming out on this drive. Would they open it up a bit, or would they stick with their game plan? And they're sticking with the game plan and being patient.
Yeah, I think one thing that you can make the mistake of doing is.
2-minute warning at 2 minutes exact.
That's a 2-minute warning from the referees for half time. Yeah, I was saying the kind of thing that's easy done, you're that far behind, they say to themselves, we've got nothing to lose, let's go for it. And then they end up another further 10 points behind.
Yeah.
And you've got to be very, very mindful of that. It's only the first half.
Yeah. First half, don't panic, stick with the game plan and keep feeding the ball to your guys that is strengthen the big old line that they've got running behind. So
hand off to Smedley there again for about 6 yards. 5 yards even, 5 yards, so that's 2nd and 5. Smedley with the run.
Again, running off tackle that they have been having some success with, so again they're they're sticking with it, and they obviously see something. Again, they flex out the inside guys.
Yep. Again, this offensive line holding the pocket extremely well. Then Neil takes off on a run, first down, gain about 10 yards.
Again, nice and patient. Obviously, they're running.
It's a simple case to message to Miller. Anything you can do, I can do better. Both quarterbacks having a really good game at the moment.
Yeah, and he's probably just took him a little while to settle down a bit. Everybody settled down a bit, but you know they're getting some momentum now and mixing up a little.
Absolutely, and that's the important thing. But we'll see what he does here. Neil again.
Again, taking advantage of one-on-one on the outside. Nice little easy throw and catch, and you know, got an easy 5 yards there.
Ed Tavares as well. That's an 7-yard gain actually. So it looks like something 2nd and 3, and that will be on the 26-yard line of NTU's. So score here is 28-7 to the NTU Renegades in this plate final. 1:10 remaining on the clock in this first half. So your head coach of Southampton, what do you say to the players at half-time, Tony? How can you get them, you know, confidence up to get them back in the game again?
I think if you review the first half, obviously they've had a turnover or two. They got unlucky, you know, not connecting on a couple of plays where if they would have connected, it could have turned into you know, a first down or a big play. So I think we just got to say, look, you know, guys, we've got to have our system now. First half, we proved we can move the football. We proved we can do some things on defence. We need to tidy some things up on defence. We need to, you know, make a commitment to. You know, to find out what we're going to do with the QB and make a commitment to what we're going to do second half. But you know, I think at half time you just say, right guys, we settle down, we prove we can move the ball, we prove we can do things, so let's just go out and tidy things up second half and keep confidence and keep plugging away.
Oh, it was a bad snap, but that's picked up by Fairley. Oh, he's fumbled it, but it looks like he could be down on contact anyway, so he should be alright.
Yeah, I think they're going to rule him down. I think, you know.
Still a bad snap there as well.
It's a little bit of miscommunication there again. It'll be interesting to see if they get a first down out of this play though.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit shorter, but we'll see what happens. But good quick thinking by Fairley. You know, bad snap, the ball's gone past the quarterback, he's reacted quickly, he's done his job, he's picked it up, gained a couple of yards. And most importantly, the fact that he secured the football and made sure NTU did not recover. Yep, so it's just short by inches.
Short by about half the football.
So we've got quite a key, what we're on now, third down now?
Yeah, we've filled in inches now, yeah. Yep.
So we've got a quiet key now, you know, you're at the end of almost at the end of the second quarter, you're in field goal scoring position or a touchdown, you know, your probably clock's under a minute or so now, or there or thereabouts. So this is about, you know, what do you do on this key third down play now to give yourself another opportunity before you go into the half.
Yeah, Southampton's taking the third and final timeout with 57 seconds left on the clock, and they score here 28 points to 7 over NTU Renegades. Just like to thank everybody for joining on, watching on Gridiron TV, and Tony Adersmith for taking his time out to join us.
So again, they bunched everybody in now, so they brought, you know, they flexed everybody down, trying to get some numbers, and obviously QB's seen some a little crowd down and taking it. Very intelligent play. So again, great recognition by the QB to take advantage of that. Got the first down. Obviously, clock's running now. First down.
Again, Neil throws out wide here. He sees the receiver, and he's caught touchdown. Adam Adeniran for his second touchdown of the game, Tony. We talked about that. It's about getting a score before half time.
Yeah, I think that's important for Southampton now. I think obviously there gives them. I mean, we talk about momentum and stuff, and I think that gives them some confidence now going into the half time to make their adjustments and come out second half all fired up ready.
Dan Neil again, you know, he sees his receiver wide open, and again, Adam Adeniran again, with, great reception and pulled it in and just kept the sail in bounds as well, adjusted his feet, which is important.
Yeah, nice little play call on that play as well. Obviously bunched everybody in, went play action, and one of the slot receivers ran a corner route and got a one-on-one matchup and they connected. Nice little play there.
So just before half-time, the Southampton Stags bring the score back to 28-14 in what's been an outstanding first half of football here in the plate final at the John Charles Stadium in Leeds. Not what I expected, but thoroughly enjoyed it. I've got to admit that one, Tony. It's been certainly a great advert for university football as well.
Yeah, most definitely. I think as we look as the game progresses over a period of time, more and more teams now are developing quarterbacks and developing passing games and throwing the ball about a bit. And I think it's great for us. It's great for the game, and it's great for the development overall. And
well, that was a 61-yard total offensive drive by Southampton, one of the best of the day so far. It was a 15-yard reception as well to Adam Adeniran. He's had 41 yards and 26 rushing. So, yeah, I mean, Southampton, you're back in this. A whole half of football still to play yet.
Yeah, this game is definitely not over by any way, shape or form. I think that's the message Southampton will be sending in at half-time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As long as the Southampton don't do anything foolish here right now, it's keeping them contained, make sure they don't get any kind of gaps open up, and make sure Miller doesn't make a beeline for the end zone.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. NTU now, are they just going to run the clock out, or are they going to take a chance?
No, they're not. They're going for it, and they have gone for it. And he's gone down outside. He's out to the 30, to the 20, and he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Whoa! What were you saying, Tony?
I mean, it's a great little effort by the running back, obviously, to the handoff, went over right tackle and took it up the sideline.
I'm just trying to see who
some
that
guys with him.
I didn't half, yeah. I mean, and to be fair to it, I think that was Jake Deese with a huge run down the outside, down to the 11-yard line. That's a time at NTU.
26 seconds remaining.
26 seconds on the clock. It's just not going to stop. They're going to keep going until the game's out of reach. And rightfully so as well. They're here for the final. They're 14 points ahead. They've got the players that can do it. Can score the touchdowns. And why not? Why would you want to run the clock down? Make it as exciting as it possibly can be. And quite right too. It's a good game of football.
So obviously got the numbers advantage to the right now. Southampton have obviously recognised that one from earlier on in the game about NTU stacking it. Yeah. And getting a numbers advantage, and Southampton reacted to that. Great defence by Southampton. Yeah,
linebackers in the offensive line get across there, make sure Miller does not go any further than the line of scrimmage.
Obviously NTU have just got to be aware of they've got great field possession now, but obviously the clock's ticking down, and I think they've called their second time out now. To have a talk about it.
Yeah, so just managing the clock at the moment, making sure that they remain the time on there so they can try and get another score before half time. And if they do, I mean, it's kind of an uphill struggle really for Southampton coming out in the second half. It's not something I want to experience anyway. But if they keep it at this, they're well in this, and we'll see what happens. So NTU coming back from a timeout, so scrimmage. Miller just looking around the defence, see if any adjustments he wants to call.
Again, stuck on the right hand side again, going to come out throwing.
Touchdown NTU.
No flag down now.
Rob Cartwright with a touchdown, but we'll see what happens. Could be called back here. So there's a flag on the play. We'll see what the referees are going to call here.
I mean, it was a great little play call from NTU. Obviously, they've done what they did again. They stuck on the right hand side, played the numbers game. Known Southampton recognised that, and obviously they come back and call the play. But unfortunately, they got a flag and
a penalty. And Joe Wilkins. Reload. Yeah, I mean, it's against the NTU. And Joe Wilkins, he'll be kicking himself right now. He's had a good game up till now. He'll be saying to himself, sorry guys, I'll make sure we try and get one back for you. And
obviously NTU now spread the field. Got a little quick motion and play action. Running back screen, well covered by Southampton. Good job, Bo. Yes. Was that a fumble?
That was Leonardo Glasgow.
Southampton got the ball.
That was Sam Forbes collecting the fumble there for Southampton.
Again, missed opportunity for NTU there, and they probably know that.
Absolutely. Southampton be saying to themselves, what guys, we got one lucky there. They made the mistake. has been brought back. We have recovered the fumble. We're still in this. We're still in this. Bit more positivity for them.
Yeah.
Had that score gone in, it's going to be difficult to come back in the second half, I'll be honest.
It would, yeah. But knowing the Southampton coaching staff and knowing them for a number of years, they do a great job at half-time adjusting. So the game certainly wouldn't be over from a Southampton point of view, regardless.
I mean, no doubt each team will have contingency plans for this happening. I mean, they'll have something to go to come second half, and I'm sure that'll be exciting to watch when they come back out.
Yeah, and Southampton will adjust well, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Obviously, Southampton spreading it all out, coming out throwing.
No, it's intercepted.
Straight back to NTU.
Number 33, Levi Ross, almost takes it home for another touchdown, and he's dropped an 11-yard line. Again, great read by Levi Ross there to get the interception.
Again, QB just forced the football. There was loads of pink shirts about, and just a bad decision by the QB, really. Threw it late and threw it down the middle of the field, and bad things happened. And
that's the end of the half. He was very, very lucky again. He should have just sort of played the clock there rather than. But he doesn't call the plays, so that was a kind of mistake the coaching staff there. They didn't want to give that away. So yeah, the score here is 28-14 to the NTU Renegades. So Tony, what do you make of the first half so far? Then, I mean, great game of football to watch. Still in it for Southampton, but it's all for NTU to lose.
Yeah, I think both teams have come out establishing their strengths on offence. Defence have taken their time to adjust a little, but we've got a little bit of a shootout going on here, and what an exciting football game to everybody watch back home that we're watching via Gridiron TV. But the adjustment now will be, how will Southampton regroup and adjust at half time?
Absolutely.
And what will NTU do second half to keep their lead and keep plugging away?
Absolutely. Well, we'll be going off here just for 10 minutes. Make sure you. So just bear with us in a moment. If you want to, make sure you can contact us as well. Actually, we're at Gridiron_TV. We're also on Facebook, Gridiron TV, and if you want to email us as well, at info@GridironTV.co.uk. So make sure you join us back here in about 10 minutes time. We'll be back here for this whole second half here at John Charles Stadium. Remember, the score here is NTU Renegades 28, the Southampton Stags 14. Okay, welcome back. The game against Southampton Stags and the NTU Renegades. I'm delighted to be joined here by Tony Marquez. He was a football player over in college in America, Division 1 at Liberty College. How are you doing, Tony? What are you making of the game so far today?
Doing great, man. This is a heck of a start to a game for both teams. NTU has really been exploding to start this game.
I mean, obviously the game got started. We talk about opening games, and especially reminiscing of the Devin Hester against the Indianapolis Colts 90-yard return touchdown. It's a kind of thing we want to see in British football. We want to see games like this and high scoring as well, especially in the final.
I tell you, there's a lot of misparity in British football for sure. NTU has some incredible athletes, as does Southampton. But when you put somebody like Patches in his wheels against somebody who's just taking the wrong angles, he can have his day with them.
Absolutely. I mean, look at NTU Miller as well. He's been the sort of outstanding player of this half so far. And we see the return back from Southampton back to the 37-yard line. But yeah, we talk about Miller. He's been outstanding today for the NTU. Do you think he's going to be continuing that on to the second half?
Yeah, I think once historically, once Southampton gets down, it's hard for them to come back. What we see here is NTU starting out strong, which is their game plan. They start out strong in every game so far this year, except for against the long bus ride up to Sterling. Yeah. That was the one game where they didn't start out strong, but they managed to finish. This game, they started out strong. I expect them to continue strong.
Absolutely. And obviously we've got a big game after this as well. We've got the National Championship, Birmingham against Hertfordshire. Who do you fancy for that game?
I have to say I'm pulling for Birmingham in that game. I think they've got all the right pieces. Tristan is one of the better quarterbacks I've seen in really in any league. Obviously I've played some really good quarterbacks in America, but I think Tristan could hold his own. And Conroy, their running back, he's got some wheels. I played with some guys that went on to play in the NFL. I think Conroy, at least in a 40-yard sprint, could hold his own against them.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a mouth-watering game, and if it goes anything like this game's gone at the moment, it's going to be absolutely standing. Tony, what are you doing back in the UK? Who you playing football again yourself?
Yeah, I'm playing at University of Warwick, middle linebacker again this year. Had a heck of a turnaround.
Are you going sort of senior game at all, or are you just going to stick to college?
You know, I have to admit, I haven't tried yet. Technically I'm with the London Blitz so far, but I've been out medically waiting for a few doctor's tests to see if I'm ready to go this summer or not.
Yeah, and obviously they got a good result against Copenhagen Towers just the other week there as well, and a 7-6 victory, and that's certainly a good start to a European game.
I think that's a good start. I think they expected it to go a little bit better, but the weather wasn't really in their favour. Yeah. But I tell you what, a win's a win, even if it's with 23 seconds left.
Absolutely. Well, Tony, I really appreciate you joining us here on Gridiron TV. I'd like to thank you for coming on and just having a quick chat with us, and hopefully we'll catch up with you later in the day for the championship.
I'm glad I can help, and I'll be around for that.
Thanks very much, mate. Cheers. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Outcomes upon team. With turnovers. And 3 out to start for Southampton.
Yeah, big thank you to Tony there for joining us. It was good to see a British player there for going out to the States and doing really well and coming back and playing football again in Britain.
Yeah, most great that he's taken the opportunity to come back as well and play again, which is obviously I'm quite sure guys on his football program are going to learn from that opportunity that he's and all his experiences that he brings to the game.
Oh, we're talking about great reception here by Marcus Boswell. Takes it on the slant straight away for a touchdown. An opening offensive drive for NTU in the second half. The start, I'm blown away with the performance from NTU Renegades today, Tony. They've been absolutely outstanding offensively.
Yeah, I think I was going to say, I think the key coming into the second half was NTU came out all pumped up at half time. I think they were coming in with a matter of confidence into this half, as you'd expect. And then the key was going to be how would Southampton begin to adjust on defence, and what were they going to do on offence. And when Southampton came out on offence, they came out with 3 passing plays and then punted, and then obviously NTU have come out, taken advantage of what Southampton has done on defence through a slant route and taken it for 6 points.
And it starts now.
So this is really now,
14.
yeah, this is really now on Southampton's on shoulders to come out with something on offence, and for their defence to lock down and not give NTU the big plays that they're giving them.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw Marcus Boswell scoring the touchdown and open drive off for NTU in the second half, but he also scored in the opening drive in the first half as well. With the 90-yard kickoff return, and there he goes. He gets a 56-yard touchdown. Miller to Boswell again. 2 fantastic touchdowns for Boswell, really.
Yeah,
outstanding.
if it's working, feed him the ball.
It's just, I'm still blown away by this game today. It's been absolutely outstanding, a great advert for British football. And it's 35-14, as you mentioned. It's really for Southampton now to try and come back into this, but then it's all for NTU to lose as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, NTU came out with a big play there, and Southampton just need to re-establish themselves quickly. That's all.
Again, that's Adam Adeniran.
Yeah, so we'll see what comes out on offence now for Southampton. As I said, the first drive they came out with second half. 3 passing plays. Obviously in the first half they wanted to establish the run and stick with the run, so let's see what they come out with this drive and see if they can get some juice flowing.
Do you just go for it, Tony? I mean, you're that far behind. Nothing really to lose now, have you? You really need to try and go for it and try and put something on.
No, I think you still need to be still work within your system. And I think you still need to keep plugging away, because I think if you start going for it and start doing things outside of your scheme, I think your players pick up on that vibe, and it's not something you're used to and have executed either. So, just stick with what's going with. But
passes off to Sheffield again. Sheffield takes it up for the first down.
Yeah, great little running play. 24's been running the ball really, really well first half. So keep on feeding him and mix it up now with some pass.
Yeah, up until that play, he'd had 11 carries for 63 yards and a touchdown for Sheffield. So overall, a good game so far for him. But just really needs to try and do what he can to bring the team back into this and try and get another score back and make it within within distance. Because at the moment, NTU Renegades just look unbeatable.
Again, Southampton coming out with the same play call opposite way to the left-hand side.
There's to Matthew Smedley.
24, the running back, certainly certainly wants the football running well. Another 5 yards a pop, and we're already inside the 40 already.
Getting a great opening drive for them as well. And we talk about the battle of the quarterbacks here just now, Tony, as well. We've got Danny Miller, he's got 8 from 13 attempts, 103 passing yards and a touchdown. And we've got Dan O'Neill, he's got 5 from 8 attempts for 150 yards and a touchdown as well. So, you know, both quarterbacks kind of seem to be even Steven in regards to what their performance levels are. The only difference really is the rushing for Danny Miller. He's had 11 rushes for 109 yards and a touchdown himself. So,
yeah, and I think that's the battle that Southampton again have to adjust to on defences. As obviously NTU QB has beaten them through the air and with his legs at the moment, and that's a tough one to take away. And I think Southampton just need to make some decisions to adjust until those adjustments come forth.
And that's Shaffelli there, lost about 3 yards in as well. On that carry.
Obviously Southampton first drive came out 3 passing plays which we covered, and then this drive obviously they're doing the quick toss and trying to get an advantage right on the edge, where obviously first half they're running off tackle, so we'll see how that one develops. Slant route from Southampton. Again, Southampton have had the slant routes there. We just haven't quite connected, and you know that might be because of the layoff for a couple of weeks. But you know this is a final now, and I guess guys need to step up.
A great coverage here with number 47 for NTU Renegades, Adam Clark. Bringing down the receiver, make sure the receiver's getting if he is getting a reception on it, he ain't going any further than where he is now. So good coverage as well.
Yeah. I think NTU's defence has got some good speed, and probably a little bit underestimated about their speed on defence. They're covering a lot of ground fast.
Yeah, and that's a punt by Tom Dawson. That's gone. Oh, he's not dropped it. That's okay. That's down about by the 6 yard line. So that's good position, good field position there.
Yeah, it now puts I guess the little bit of pressure on NTU now to move the ball or to get a couple of first downs before the potential after punt. And obviously Southampton potentially could come up with some good field position for the next drive. So let's see how this drive develops. Let's see how Southampton are going to adjust on defence, and let's see how NTU are going to call this offensive drive.
Danny Miller been outstanding today.
Well, it's a good position for Southampton to make the punt down, and it can be difficult here for NTU if they're not careful. They need to try and get the first down early, try and give themselves a good bit of distance between themselves and the end zone. And we'll see what they come out with. We'll see what Miller does here.
Obviously, Southampton now adjusting, putting some more guys on the defensive line, move a little bit of flex.
Doing the right thing, going for power there with Leonardo Glasgow through the middle. That's good, getting 2 yards into the first 10, so that's 2nd and 8 now for NTU. So they'll have that on their own.
I think you're always conscious as an offensive play caller in this area of the field about, do you want to just run the football and get yourself a couple of yards each play, and give yourselves an opportunity to be safe if you've got a mentality of punting it, or do you want to open it up a bit and throw the ball about and take some chances? So
yeah, absolutely right, Tony, absolutely right. So let's see what.
Southampton now moved to a 5-man line away from their traditional 3 front. So I guess that's the first adjustment Southampton now have made to maybe put some pressure on and lock some things down on the NTU's offence.
Yep. So it's.
For the play, full start, anyone off it, half the distance. Second down.
So that's a crucial penalty there for NTU. I mean, half this to the goal. It's not a place you want to be, right in the end zone. If they're not careful and Southampton go for the blitz, you're looking at safety. Not too much in the world though, but it's still.
Yeah, there's always that potential.
But if they fumble, you could be a touchdown. So we've got to be careful.
So obviously gone back to the QB running the football, being nice and safe on 2nd down. So they create, I guess, a little bit of space for him.
Just seeing the Southampton players try to rip the ball out of Miller's hands there, but obviously Miller not letting that go. He knows the importance of making sure he keeps a hold of the football, not fumble.
Yeah. Obviously 3rd and 10 now, so you're going to have to think about, do you want to try and convert and get the first down, or are you just going to pound the rock a little bit, get some more yards and give your punt a little bit of space to be secure and punt out of. So NTU coming out in a spread 2-by-2 formation. Then Southampton flexing down, doing adjustments pre-snap.
Oh, almost intercepted by Southampton there. Oh,
and NTU a little bit on top of themselves there. They had 2 guys in the same position, which obviously meant that Southampton also had 2 guys with an opportunity to potentially pick one of those off there.
Yeah, off the pads of Tom Caulfield there on defence. Just unlucky not to get a pick. Could been a pick 6.
Maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity there from Southampton, really.
Yeah, it's safe to say NTU will not be going for this one, will they? They'll be going straight for the punt. I don't think they're going to be foolish here. They've got a good, comfortable lead. They're not going to do anything completely stupid. They're just going to make sure that they play to the playbook. They'll have a plan set out, the second half, and they'll stick to that.
The thing that this does now is that this gives Southampton. This gives Southampton, good field position, to go into their next drive and see if they can march it down the field.
And they'll have it on 46-yard line as well, so that's good. Good place to start off. Good punt as well by NTU, so they get the ball out of the danger zone, which is important. And we'll see what Dan O'Neill does here. Let's see what his offence has got to offer now. And no doubt Sheffield will probably be involved in this this offensive drive. So
yeah, he's still gaining positive yardages and was really won the ball quite well. All football game really, so I wouldn't stop feeding him the football, even though the scoreline predicts that maybe you should throw it out a bit because you want a quick score. But again, coming back to the off-tackle play, flag down, probably a holding call on the right tackle, I would guess.
Flag from the backfield from referee. I would imagine that's going to be a hold. That ball is coming back. You're right.
Yep. So holding Southampton, a sort of stupid mistake to make. It's good field position. What you don't want to do is start giving away silly errors like this, especially the fact that you're chasing the game.
Yeah,
it's going to punish yourself even more.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You need to obviously be a bit more disciplined and use great technique to work on the line.
Yeah, so it's 10 yards and it's it's first down and taxi now for Southampton. I think they really need to.
But, I think Southampton got their chances through the air. I think if they can, connect on these slant routes or have a little bit more time and attack the middle of the field or take care of these one-on-one opportunities outside, they've got a chance to pick up some yardage.
Yeah. And they've got Adam O'Dennerin, who's the receiver as well, and he's been really effective today. He's had a few catches. Sheffield again.
Yeah, nice little off-tackle play. Played trips to the left to the wide side of the field and then came back and ran the off-tackle play into the boundary.
Still 2nd and 14 though for Southampton. So a good drive there by Sheffield yet again. He's been really effective all game today for, apart from the only mistake he's made today is that fumble at the start of the first drive. But, he's came back into the game, he's been really positive, he's got a good touchdown and he's been really effective.
Yeah,
he's been really good today.
I don't think that's allowed to get into his head and he's just moved on from that and just keeps plodding away and he's into good work.
Again, Neil looks on the slant route, connects with his man.
It's there.
Couple of missed tackles again.
And a great first down.
That was number 33, Henry Everett, with the reception.
Yeah, so they got a slant route there, then the inside guy did a wheel route up the sideline, and to be honest, he had an option of throwing the slant or the wheel route there. Potential if he threw to the wheel route, he might have broke that one for 6, and we'll see if Southampton come back to that one.
There's a timeout being called by NTU. But good positive play. They were first and long, and they managed to get it back to the first down again. So they've done really well to get up 15 yards, 20 yards even. Sorry, 20 yards.
Yeah, I think Southampton know on offensively that if they got something and they got something good things there, they just need to connect.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens here. I mean, the one guy I want to sort of give a shout out to is NTU is Johannan Ogu, who's had 5 tackles today. So he's had a good game for NTU as well. So, and also Leonardo Glasgow, he's had 1 rush for 52 yards. So obviously we saw the arrival at half-time of the Birmingham Lions today, Tony, and I'm sure you know the guys at Birmingham extremely well, considering the fact a lot of them were on the Great Britain squad as well. How will Tony be treating us today? What will be in his mind at the moment?
Wayne,
sorry.
Yeah, it's got that one corrected. Wayne, I'm quite sure he's got his football programme. I'm quite sure they've had a very good couple of weeks practice. I'm quite sure he's got them focused. I'm quite sure they had a team meeting last night. I saw on Twitter that they had Pete Carroll again up on addressing the team, and I'm quite sure they'll be excited to play. But also Hertfordshire, who I'm quite sure will be arriving anytime soon. I know they've been watching this link on the on the journey up, and I'm quite sure they're just as focused, just as determined, and just as eager to take that title back to Hertfordshire.
That was Demuth on the reverse there as well, but looks like it's no gain, it's second down. But yeah, I mean, Tony Hatcher's done a fantastic job with the Hurricanes as well. Last year when Jim Messer was in charge, they won the championship, and kind of defending champions, kind of people will say, are they the favourites? But it's hard to kind of separate the two teams right now.
It is, yeah. I think they're very well evenly balanced. Great defence, great offence, play good special teams. Both coaching staffs are extremely knowledgeable. Obviously, they know each other really well. They've had the extra time to prepare for each other to get to get all their wrinkles in. Maybe throw a few surprises that neither team's faced. I think that's going to be a great matchup, and I think it's going to be full of juice, knowing that there's a whole bunch of Great Britain guys who are just 2 weekends ago were competing with each other. Now they're going to competing with each other, and I'm quite sure there's going to be some, as I say, some extra juice in that game. That's going to be a great matchup. Absolutely
looking forward to that as well. And that was Levi Ross just there on the tackle on that last play. So Neil fakes a handoff, passes off. Out into, just incomplete pass there for Adrian as well. I mean, again, he's been catching them most of the game. That's the thing. Just unfortunately, just a wee bit too far in front of him as well for that one.
Yeah, just ran out a little bit of field there, but they came back to the play that they scored on in the first half. Bunched everybody down, ran a bit of play action, and ran him on the corner out and got him isolated. But he just didn't work out on that play. But I think Southampton know that they've got all this and everything. Just connect. I think they'll have a big play or two still in this football game.
Absolutely, I agree with that one. Absolutely agree. Quite a high snap there for the punter. Almost roughing the kicker. As if thrown. No, he's not thrown the flag for that one.
High snap, line drive, great drop by Jordan.
That's number 22 rifle looking for that one, Tom Dawson. I've seen them given. That was almost roughing the kicker.
I think 33 from NTU had an opportunity to block that one as well, but obviously didn't quite connect with the ball, and got the punt off, and NTU start back on their 25.
Yeah, and that was Levi Ross. Very lucky to get away with that one without a flag, but he did. And the punt is down towards the NTU 25-yard line. We'll have the first and 10.
But it's always tough for an offensive coordinator. You've got a lead now in a big game. You know the stakes are on the line, and do you go a little bit conservative now, knowing that you can run the ball and run out the clock, or do you keep chugging away and running your offense? And I guess each offensive coordinator has their own method.
Well, looks like Miller's got the first down, but there's a flag on the play at the moment, so we'll see what that's being called for just now. I mean, what do you do? Obviously, you're 35 points to 14 up on Southampton. Do you wait until the fourth quarter to see if you're still in the same position and maybe try and rotate and give guys a chance to come in?
Yeah, potentially, but I think NTU, I think both teams have been rotating guys already, probably, especially on the defensive lines at key situations, have been rotating guys around. But yeah, I think NTU, if the game stays as it is, will start to rotate some more guys in potential. But again, at the moment, I think they need to get some momentum going again on this offense. Obviously, last drive they went 3 and out, had a couple of penalties, and then they just had a penalty again. So I think NTU's own offensive pride will mean that they'll want to get it back going again.
That could be a false start there. It was first and 15.
And obviously, Southampton adjusting now, gone to the full-time 5-man front. Come out to their 2 shell and gone to a single high.
It's intercepted by Southampton, number 22, Tom Dawson.
Miller overthrows, and the interception by number 22, Tom Dawson for Southampton.
You would think he was the receiver. He just stood there, just stood his ground.
Yeah, I mean, Southampton were just, I'm not quite sure if NTU have picked up with the adjustment. They've come out of their 2 shell, gone to a single high, put an extra guy in the box, defensive lineman wise, and I'm not sure if their QB read the adjustment and obviously threw straight to the guy on white. And again, I think, I want to emphasise that I think Southampton know they're just 1 or 2 key plays away from having a big play. And
NTU've got to be really careful now, because what they don't want is complacency to set in. They need to basically stay on top of the game, continue what script they've put out in regards to offence, and just, it's given Southampton it right in their hands. They've got it on the 23-yard line. And there's Sheffield away again now. He's got almost a first down. He's got a flag here.
I think that's probably going to be that's going to be a 15-yarder grabbing the guy around the helmet. So and obviously we've got a Southampton guy down as well.
but again, Sheffield being effective.
Yeah.
Again, handing the ball, doing what's right, doing what's working for them.
Southampton have really been clever with their offensive play calling, and obviously extremely experienced coaching staff, and they've stayed patient and keep on feeding the rock for 24, and he keeps on producing.
Well, I've got a man down in the field at the moment, so let's see if he'll be okay. So
a huge penalty. Obviously, they've started with great field position, ran a play, and obviously NTU give away a silly penalty, and all of a sudden, you know, Southampton are inside the 10.
That's 2 mistakes in a row, really. Throwing an interception, and now this. Well, the guy wasn't going anywhere, he was going out of bounds. There was no need to do what he did, and it's cost his team half the distance of the goal. So now Southampton will have it on NTU's 8-yard line. So we first and goal for Southampton, trying to get back into this game. The score at the moment is the NTU Renegades 35, Southampton Stags 14.
Yeah, and I'm quite sure Southampton have lost no belief. I'm quite sure if they come away from a score now, it'll perk up their sideline again to say, you know, we're still in this, we can still do it, we'll still keep pushing. You know, it's only the third quarter, and
looks like Michael Miranda is just getting up, injured. Nice to see him get up and walking off.
Yeah, most definitely. It's always
yeah, we don't like seeing players get injured, but when they do, it's always nice to see them walk off, and it's, you know.
The guy seems okay. I'm quite sure he's looks like he's took a knock to his shoulder potential or his arm.
He'll shake that off.
But he seems okay.
He'll shake that off. His team need him right now. We'll just take a 5 minutes out just to get his breath and just get back into this. But Southampton now have it first and goal on the NTU 8-yard line. Let's see what Neil's got
interesting
here.
now, because obviously they've reduced the left-hand side of the field. We'll see if they're going to go with that matchup of getting that corner out one-on-one.
Yep. And again, that's past Sheffield, who breaks his tackles, moves in, touchdown at Southampton.
Nice little run for the Rock for 24. He's been producing all game, and they haven't got away from it. Fair play to Southampton for being patient, knowing what their strengths are, and we have a touchdown.
I think NTU's head coach needs to grab his players and give them a quick wake-up shake. The fellow falling asleep here, 2 vital mistakes, and they've been punished by Sheffield again. So they now bring it up to 35-20 right now, so we'll see if they can get this extra point.
A proud and well-storied team.
So take it within 14 points.
Yeah, great little adjustment there. They ran a little quick motion, then ran the back behind that motion. Something cracked open into kick it. So
that's now the score. NTU Renegades 35, the Southampton Stags 21. So that was a good 20-yard drive there by Southampton. 8-yard touchdown run by Sheffield.
I mean, Southampton haven't changed their game plan really on offensive. They kept pounding with 24, and now I think it's up to NTU now to match the momentum that they had in the first half. I mean, I think they've just had two drives that we haven't seen for the rest of the football game. It's about how they're going to come out and react now.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. You know, it's game on, shall I say. It's 2 scores. And you know, if NTU keep giving up mistakes, very, very costly mistakes at that, you know, Southampton can sneak back into this again, which they already have done. And you know, I think they just need to say it right, guy. Like, look, calm down, don't panic, and just do the simple things right.
I think if NTU go back to the game plan that they had in the first half, just stick with it, mix it about, get the QB running, get the QB thrown, I think they'll be fine. I think they just need to acknowledge the adjustment that Southampton's made on defence.
That's a return there for Matt Grice. He'll have the ball on his own 41-yard line. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. NTU get back into this game the way they started, and you know, and just try and get another score on the board. And it's just been a phenomenally fantastic game of football to watch. All the first half, and the second half hasn't disappointed either.
Yeah, we've had everything. We've had special teams scoring. We've had guys picking up interceptions. You know, we've had running, throwing, reverses, play action passes, screens. What a great advert for football.
A pass across the middle on the slant to number 24, Marcus Boswell.
Yeah, came back straight to that slant route that they scored on earlier on in this quarter, and came straight back to it.
Having a little laughter there with the referee, just holding on to the ball, number 72. So it looks like they're giving it, they're moving the chains. That's first down.
So far in this game,
obviously both teams have got one-on-one advantages outside, and I guess at the moment NTU are probably capitalising on that a little bit, but Southampton obviously got a very good running back in 24, and comes back to that chess match we talked about at the top of the game.
Absolutely. This Muller takes a snap, keeps the ball himself, moves up through the middle, and he'll gain about 5 yards there.
Yeah, NTU have come out in that 3 receiver look again to the top of the field, and Southampton have got 1 guy covering that, so we'll see if NTU take advantage of that in the moment.
You know, it's kind of, you look at Muller though, his adjustment is fantastic. You know, his movement, his quickness of his feet kind of catches the defence off guard.
Yeah, I think Scott, as well as the offense coordinator at NTU, has done some great play calling in this game.
There's that bunch out on the right hand side again. He's got another Glasgow blocking for him.
Come back to the slant again.
Yes, that's the slant across the middle to Rob Cartwright. All these missed tackles again, and he's still going.
Rob Cartwright with great second effort there.
We'll call that, as we already advertised, as one of our guys at Great Britain, and will be a great athlete moving forwards and a great future in the sport.
Absolutely.
Just lined up outside on his isolated one-on-one, threw a quick slant route, connected, and got some yards after the catch as well. Great effort.
25 yards in total, so he's got first down now on the Southampton 24-yard line.
And
so
NTU seem to have gone back to their play calling that they were having before.
Yeah, and they got a bunch again.
I think they've settled down again now, gone back to what was working well, and we've seen that.
Oh, tries the hitch route there, and he just doesn't kind of get his head round and adjust just in front of him. I mean, that's important though. Yeah, you're right. They've gone back to what's been working before. I think they maybe try to change it up and try to do different things, but yeah, it's cost them. It's not cost them the game, but it's cost them a touchdown, and that's vital.
Second and 10, NTU.
Bunch again, 3 plays in a row, going the same play.
Obviously got isolation again, you got 3 guys at the top, 1 guy there, got one-on-one with a slant route.
That was in and out of the hands there. Off George Charlesworth.
Slightly lost the timing at the moment, NTU have in the passing game, especially when they're thrown to the trip side.
Yeah, he's got all the time in the world, and John Charlesworth, he's out in that wide side, and that ball's in and out of his hands. I'm sorry, but as a receiver, the ball's in your hands, it should be staying in your hands.
To get through to John the plumber.
So, NTU just taking their time in the huddle, make sure they get this right. Let's see if they come out and bunch again.
It's obviously 3rd and 10.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Move some personnel around on the NTU offense. So we'll see if they take advantage of this one-on-one down here, which is what they go to.
Oh, picked off.
A little bit of miscommunication there, really.
Yeah, the intended receiver Rob Cartwright. It was almost picked off by Tom Dawson. Yep, he got the pick earlier on.
So 4th and 10 now. We're on the 24. I mean, did they go for a field goal, or are they going to go for it?
They're going to go for it. I mean, if they give it away turn it over and downs, it's not bad field position to be on.
No, it's not that.
So I think they'll certainly give it a shot. They've got certainly capable of achieving the first down, so we'll see what they do. NTU's coming out of the huddle. Muller just checking the defences.
Again, Southampton going to bring the heat on this play now, and it's 4th down. And
yeah, a quick snap there, but it's incomplete, so it's turnover and downs for Southampton. Yeah, they came out, rushed it up, boom, and the players weren't in position to receive it.
Yeah, just slightly off time in there. So over turn on downs now, and Southampton are going to come out, and
you can see what NTU were trying to do though. They were just trying to catch them off guard, and it didn't work. But fair enough, they're still giving the ball away over and downs, but it's still good field position. It's not dangerous to them, to be fair. So they'll have that on their own 24-yard line, Southampton. Score here 35-21 to the NTU Renegades, who are in the pink. And yes, that is the university colours, just to make you aware. We did ask that question earlier on, Tony, didn't we? We thought it was some kind of meaning maybe, but it's actually university colours. So. And he's driven back. Shafeli's driven back. But his forward momentum was cut off. He still gained a yard though before his forward momentum was stopped.
Yep. Go back to 24, pounding the rock, and obviously NTU just quickly covered that one up.
Yeah, so have it 2nd and 9 on their own 25-yard line. So still here in the 3rd quarter of this plate game here at John Charles Stadium in Leeds.
So obviously Southampton got a little bit of a bunch trips look to the left-hand side with a tight end to receivers. We're going to see what combination they come out with here.
Again, handed off to Sheffield, and he's stopped in his tracks by number 52, Tim Davies. The linebacker is coming straight through the middle and meeting him square on.
Is that a timeout?
Yeah, it was a loss of about 4 yards for Southampton, so we'll now have 3rd and 14 to go.
End of quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter, so we're now into the last quarter of this game.
So on 3rd and 13, 2 scores behind, heading into the 4th. What's Southampton going to come out with? I mean, they just ran the ball 2 plays in a row, and NTU did a great job of shutting that down. Key 3rd down, really. And it's quite tough in that you've got 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13 as well.
It is. I mean, my thoughts on this right now, if they do not get a touchdown on this drive, I've got to say that looking at what they've done, apart from the only reason it's got a touchdown really was the mistakes that NTU made. And if they don't get a touchdown on this drive, I'm sorry, but I think this could be end the game for Southampton.
It certainly makes life a little bit more difficult, obviously, with heading into the final quarter.
It's a shame to see because they have given it everything they've got. A couple of errors here and there, nothing major, but NTU have just been, the ones really on top of their game today. So we'll see what happens here. Bear in mind, if you want to get in contact with us, you can do on Twitter at Gridiron_TV. We're also on Facebook at GridironTV, and our email is info@GridironTV.co.uk.
So obviously now Southampton come out and
in and out the hands off Adderton.
The 2x2 spread look, running a bit of a smash combo here. Outside guy ran a hitch route and came in depending on the coverage, and inside guys running a corner route.
Dawson back there to take the
was there, we just again just slightly off timing and didn't quite connect.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're obviously people in the UK will be watching this today, and I know the Hertfordshire Hurricanes playing the national final. We're watching this on their way up here to Leeds today. But if you are anywhere else in the world, please let us know. Drop us an email, drop us a tweet. And nice to know where you are watching from.
It was a bit of a low snap, but Dawson did a good job doing that.
Adderton just lets that one go out of bounds. So NTU will have that on their own 44-yard line now.
Of the NTU Renegades. Yeah, of the NTU Renegades.
You just see the body language on the touchline here at Southampton. You just look so dejected. I know it's difficult. They've had a fantastic season getting to national finals, but they're only 2 scores away.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say, I mean, the game's certainly not over, and all you need is a big play here and there, and it becomes a 1-score game again. So we're certainly in no position to give up. We just need to keep plugging away and keep working hard and take care of opportunities when they come your way, really. But now, so you went here, I guess they've got to make some kind of decision now. Are they keep running their offense like they have been doing all game?
Great double team tackle by Sam Forbes and Tom Dawson. You're just sort of reading that play there and reading the coverage and making sure he's going nowhere.
Adam Adden.
So it's
we apologise for the mispronunciation of your name.
So it's like 2nd and 6 now for NTU Renegades. Big hello to our guys at Double Coverage who are I know are showing our stream today.
Have we got any pussycats in the house? Not good enough. Have we got any pussycats in the house?
So NTU come bolting out of their huddle, meaning business. Let's see if they can try and get another score in this drive. Muller has been, we're talking about Muller, I know everybody talks about him, he's a one, but they're not a one-man team. You can see here, he gets a screen, 24, picks that up. Marcus Boswell drops it in and out of his hands. Boswell's had a fantastic game when he goes and does that. Everybody's mentioned about Muller and it being a one-man team, as I was mentioning. It's been far from it today.
Yeah,
the whole unit has played fantastic football. He's been protected in his pocket by his offensive line as well. His tackles have done well to sort of fend off any pass rushes as well. But when we look at his stats today so far, 11 completions from 22, 196 passing yards for 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 13 carries for 115 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, it all starts with the big guys up front, the 5 offensive linemen. I think they've done a great job of making some holes and protecting their QB when he's dropped back and passing. And obviously on that offensive line, from 72, Alec Butcher's one of our guys that we took to Sweden, and he's got a great future in the sport as well. So I think any offensive success that you have all starts with the 5 guys up front, and I think they've had a hell of a game up to yet.
Absolutely, they are the unsung heroes of football, the linemen, at the end of the day, because you know what, if you've got a good line in front of you, it gives your quarterback that 2.5 seconds to sort of go down his pick of receivers or get the handoff obviously as well. But you know, a lot of the time for a passing quarterback, like what Miller's been doing today, you know, you look at receivers, you go down your picking route, you'll always have your number 1. You'll always have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, depending on when you've got. And to have a line like he's got gives him that opportunity. If he doesn't see anything he likes and he sees the coverage is all on his receivers, he can grab that football and he can run with it. So, you know, we talk about this in the NFL, Kaepernicks, your Russell Wilsons, your RG3s. It's great to see in British football as well.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, obviously he's got some great weapons around him as well. He's got a good set of wide receivers. He's got a good running back, and obviously he's got feet himself.
Thought it was going to get near there, but he doesn't. We just give the line all the credit, and it just folded there. But you know, in credit to him, he's identified it. He's come out wide. He's gone up. I thought he was going to take a slide, but he didn't. He got back up and moved down. Great first down.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that's one of the things that we picked up on first half was he's got the ability to drop back, but he's also got the ability to tuck that football away and go away and make a play, which is exactly what he's just done. So hard to defend.
Apart from his ability, it's all about his reading of the game as well.
Yeah.
I think it's been absolutely outstanding today.
Obviously, he's just made one bad read, which Southampton picked up, but other than that, he's had a fantastic game. Yeah,
in 2 interceptions, you know what? Can we watch it? Can we Tony Romo at the end of the day? There's a flag on the play down here.
The flag comes flying in the backfield. It's going to be in the holding area. It is.
I think we'll check what the flag's for.
I think it's holding.
I think it would be safe to presume it is.
Look at Boyd. Explanation.
The referee's just deciding on what that was going to be.
Southampton offensive coaching staff have got their guys together on the huddle on the sideline, and you know, they certainly haven't quit. They're just regrouping. They're saying, "Come on, guys, we're only 2 scores behind. All we need is one big play. Well, let's make the routine plays." So I'm quite sure that's the message they're sending out. Make the routine stuff.
Yep.
You know, catch the slant routes and the hitch routes and the corner routes, and let's just go and do something. I think Southampton potentially still got that burst to make a big play yet, but you know, they just need to take care of the football when it's their chance to go and catch it.
Yeah, and that was a holding call on Leonardo Glasgow off NTU, is a 5-yard penalty. Takes it out on this far side. Great reception by number 46. That's Rob Cartwright. Another flag on the play.
Offside on the defense. Rob Cartwright with the catch and the carry there. Let's see what the penalty is. Yeah, NTU, one of the teams coming out of multi-institution split up. Okay. Well,
seems to be going through a phase of a couple of penalties here on both sides of the both sidelines.
I can see Marcus Boswell still hobbling here as he's coming back into the huddle.
I don't think that. Well, I think it's greatly affected some of the teams. For example,
so we'll see how Boswell holds up here. I mean, he's been kind of one of the standouts for NTU in today's game. As you see, he's holding on to his left hip. But he's that much of a weapon right now, they can't afford to lose him. So, but also on the other hand, you don't want to injure the player permanently, so you need to make sure he's okay.
At the moment, the line him up at receiver and obviously running the football at QB, and probably doesn't want to even come at the football game.
No, absolutely, and I don't blame him either. He's had a great game and he's teaming up by 2 scores. But he's gone out now.
Yeah, rotating him out now.
Absolutely, get himself checked out. He's replaced by number 14, Matt Grice. He's had a couple of good returns today as well.
So again, offensively going back to what works, nice and simple passing, running with the QB. You know, picking up some good yardage on each play, and I guess more importantly now in this quarter, keeping the clock moving.
Absolutely. Well, we're into the fourth quarter here. It's still 35 points to 21 to NTU Renegades, who are in the pink. Again, Miller takes it out wide to the 10-yard line. Almost, he's just put out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Just that slight touch by the defensive play, the safety coming across there, making sure they're not going to take this game away. And he appreciates that, and he walks over and gives him a tap on the back, and you're rightfully so. That was great coverage there by the defence.
So hard to defend against us.
David Collis.
It's a lockdown on everybody else, and then obviously got a QB who can run, and obviously we talked about that first half. It's tough to adjust to.
Well, that's number 68 for Southampton coming off there. He was the one who was injured earlier on.
Getting loaded up onto the right hand side.
Miller again trying to take it through the middle. Glasgow tried to block for him, but unfortunately he was stopped. So 4-yard line, so that'll be second and goal now for NTU.
Somewhere in between, it looks like. Coach Martin Cockle on the sideline there.
Very clever play calling by NTU. Gone back to what works. Gone to re-establish themselves on offence after 2 drives where they were a bit hit and miss, and march down the field again.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you right now, every time I come to these games, Tony, I was saying to you earlier, I see finals or any game I go to, I always just want to cut up again, but my brain does, but my body tells me no. Getting too old, mate.
I think that's age now, Stuart, catching up on us all.
Again, there's Miller, takes it outside, a lot of missed tackles, but he's met just short of the end zone.
Yeah, as you can see, this guy just wants to make sure they take that, to make sure they take this trophy home. He knows they've got a 2-score lead, and he's still trying to score and still trying to break tackles.
And Tom Dawson, number 22 for Southampton, has been absolutely outstanding today in defence, and he just stops them short of the end zone there. And he's been good. He's reading the defence, he's reading the offence well. You always see him in and amongst the team tackles as well as individual tackles. So he's.
I don't think either team's quit. I think either team is going to keep battling away, and I think they still.
That's the Yorkshire version of it.
It's going to be tough to come back from this one if NTU do put it away now.
Absolutely. But let's see if they can stop them on the goal line here. Miller looking up to his receiver, sees the wide side, number 8 to 9. Touchdown, NTU Renegades. That's for George Charlesworth.
Yeah, they overloaded on the right hand side. Looking like they're going to run the football as they have been doing from that formation. Then obviously took advantage of the one-on-one matchup right receiver and just threw the ball up there, and he just went up and got it.
I kind of thought you look at Mark Futcher there, number 19, he was the corner on this far side. He didn't make an attempt to jump for the football to try and tip it away.
Yeah, I think he was on a bit of an island there and maybe lost his bearings a little. So, but great play by NTU, to be fair.
Absolutely, absolutely. Gets the ball out to the corner. Great reception, a good touchdown for NTU Renegades. So they go for the extra point now. That looks good as well. So that's now the score, 42-21.
In the fourth quarter.
But
for Southampton now, and I still believe, I mean, they might not be able to get back and win this game, but I still think on offence they've still got opportunities to make some plays and maybe go and pull 1 or 2 out the bag and go and score at least, and and come away with a feeling of a very successful season. Mindful that both teams are here in the final.
Yeah, and that drive for NTU was a 56-yard offensive drive, a 2-yard fade pass to Miller to Charlesworth. Charlesworth. As much as Miller's led this team, it's been a fantastic overall team performance by NTU today, and certainly looking as if they're going to be taking this trophy home. And what will certainly mark off a fantastic season for NTU as well. Again, a great return there by Henry Everett's. Get the ball over the halfway line to the 49-yard line on the NTU half.
They gathered the offence together before they went out, Southampton did, and I'm quite sure they're having a you know, building each other up, saying, you know, we know we can score, we still know we can make plays, let's go out and do it. We've got a great opportunity now, starting on the NTU 49-yard line to at least march down the field and come away with one. Well, this is the thing, if they get a score now and then even try and get an onside kick, you know, try and recover the football and try and get another. Yeah, absolutely, it's a way to do it. And we've seen funnier things. I witnessed a game in Tampa Bay just recently, the BUCS against the Saints, and you know that was end-to-end stuff as well. Great block upfield there for Southampton. Again, you know, all of a sudden one play and we're inside the 25-yard line. You know, off a little bit of a reverse and the QB number 83. Yeah, that was Tommaso Bendoni. Went and took it off the right edge and made 25 yards or so. Great little play, and all of a sudden we're inside the 25-yard line and we got an opportunity. Stuck left and toss left. To Shefflett. Just fairly sure, beg your pardon. Yeah, NTU read that well, and I think NTU have done a great job at linebackers running sideline to sideline all game really and swallowing things like that up. Again, the coach, the defence is huddling together, just making sure, you know, if they have to go back on the field again, it can still be done. Just trying to build each other up as the offence we're doing as well, and we'll see what Southampton can do here. Great opening drive here just now. Corner out. Oh! A couple fakes there, kept the looks like Matthew Morris here on the far side. Again, just like a couple of other plays all game for Southampton, really just you know, just inches and fingertips away from coming up with a key first down or a big play. And that was the receiver Bendoni there with the throw. And it was right there. It was right there for the taking. After just
Exactamente. 100,000.
We'll see how this goes now. Pans out for them. It's now 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7, sorry. Offside by NTU.
That's an additional 5 yards. What we call encroachment though.
So that was what, 3rd and 6? Going to be what, 3rd and 1?
Yep.
Offside contact. 99 defence. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Obviously changes your play call a little bit now with a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Rather than a 3rd and 7, so Southampton still got opportunities now.
They certainly have, and if they, as we mentioned, you know, got a score here and an onside kick, and you know they could be back in this. But we'll see what happens. I certainly don't trust in Bendoni here. Looks like Dan O'Neill's gone off, so let's see what happens. Or what's happened there anyway. Why would they do that then? Why would they change that up then, Tony? You know, so they've taken Neil off and put Bendoni in at quarterback.
Could just be a momentum thing, you know. They want to maybe 83's got a bit more legs than 10, or you know, perhaps they just want to find something that gives them that little bit of a spark.
And that was offside there on Jack Houghton. Houghton, sorry, beg pardon. So yeah, so it's
so we're back to 3rd and 7 again. And around reverse.
Yep. And around to Tristan DeMuth.
Gets covered well by NTU.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? They have to go for it. They've got no choice really.
It's 4th and 4.
Had an outstanding game today. Great job with that young man.
You know, if Bendoni can get us to Shafeli and see what he can do. He says he's been effective all game.
Jim Messenger in the house, head coach of the Hertfordshire Hurricanes.
It looks like Shafeli's actually on the sidelines, to be fair. They're giving their starting offence a rest. And Bendoni keeps that. 48 should be turning around looking for the block. He goes upfield. Oh, it's a touchdown! Touchdown, Southampton!
Number 83! Tommaso Bendoni from the quarterback position.
Like I said, after the last drive when they got together, I think they regrouped and I think they still knew and believed in themselves that they could
absolutely
go down the field and make something happen, and they've just done that.
And that's why the offence changed things up, to do something different for the defence to think about. And you know, it's worked, it's paid off.
Because potentially now then we're going to see maybe an onside kick.
Possibly, yes, I think so.
It's good.
There we go, so that's the extra point was good there from Dawson.
To NTU, Southampton not giving up.
So that's now 42-28, the score to NTU Renegades.
So we've seen it all today.
We certainly are, and it's, it's just been a crazy game of football, but one that I've thoroughly enjoyed to watch today. And you know, the fact it's a final as well, people are watching this from all over the world, which is great spectacle for British football as well. And I hope everybody at home has enjoyed this. Let us know your thoughts on the game, let us know who your potential MVP of the game is as well. You can tweet us at GridironTV, drop us a mention on Facebook, yes, at GridironTV, or email us at info@GridironTV.co.uk.
Yeah, so it looks like Southampton are potentially giving a look of at least an onside kick, and NTU are preparing for that.
And they certainly have done that. It's gone too far though.
Yeah,
oh, it's bounced over the head of the receiver.
Number 11 for NTU picks it up, John D. Good job, good hands.
Got to have that on the 30-yard line. Try and get an interception here. Try and turn it over. Strip the football. The important thing is, see if they carry the ball, the defence get in. It's in case you get your hands in there and try and get the ball out.
Yeah, I think Southampton now have probably got to take some chances on defence and trying to create a turnover so they can get the football back and get the ball back for their offence, or indeed let the defence go and create a turnover and let them go and score. But I think they've got to take a chance now. They've got to do something that's going to create a big play.
Yeah, we'll see what the defence do.
NTU with not enough guys on offence.
Bring some motion.
Sorted now. So quick motion.
Oh! And Dawson just turned his head. He was gone.
Number 28 there, George West.
Yeah, we just said potentially make a big play in it. I think if Southampton guy then just maybe look for the football rather than the offensive guy, I think potentially we had an opportunity to return that one.
It would have been a turnover at very least, to say that. And to be fair, Dawson, he's a good game. Sometimes it's easy standing here commentating and saying he should have done this, done that. But when you're out in the field, Tony, it's completely different.
It is, yeah.
You're anticipating that guy catching the football, you just want to hit him.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, we'd like to tackle him, to use the correct phrase. Again, a good reception out here on this far side. It's number 8 to 9 for NTU Renegades. That's number 8 to 9, George Charlesworth. Yep. Just a quick mention for our partners today, Metroid Cost for all your equipment needs. Metroid Cost, one of our official partners for today's games.
Yeah, gone back to the real basics again at NTU. Nice and simple, 3-step passing play, nice and easy, pitch and catch, and turned it around and made some yards afterwards as well. Again, gives NTU a first down and more opportunities to run down this clock now.
Clock starts on the ball, please snap.
North takes a snap, looks down to the receiver on the far side. Good catch. Number 8 to 9 again. That's a fantastic reception for George Charlesworth.
Put his knee down.
First down, stays in bounds.
It's nice and simple. Trips play, middle guy, run a hitch route. The two guys cleared him some space. Nice little throw and catch. And turned around and again made some plays and got another first down.
Absolutely. Again, it's been a fantastic day for football. It's beautiful sunshine here in Leeds. I'm sure the whole country's exactly the same at the moment. So you've still got Leonardo Glasgow there, just offering a bit more protection. He hands it off.
And that is Glasgow swallowed
They line up in the bunch and did an inside handoff, and Southampton
he's
took
lost
care of that one.
He's lost a couple of yards there as well. Also 3 yards, so that's now going to be, I think it's 3rd and 13.
Lost about 3 yards. Bringing out second down and 13.
It's the second down.
I'd say what a great display of creative,
Clock is moving.
on all sides of the ball, special teams, defence, offence. I think the student game continues to progress and develop just like every other phase of UK football, really.
It certainly does. And I mean, everybody, the last couple of weeks, been talking about the championship game in Birmingham and Hertfordshire. But I'll tell you one thing now, they have a lot to live up to in this game. Who've certainly been doing British football proud. Another great reception by Rob Cartwright on the near side here.
Unfortunately, flag down, so potentially holding again.
Yeah, looks like it. Could be on NTU. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's a great advert for British football again. It's been absolutely outstanding today to watch these two teams compete against each other. Neither team's given up, which is great to see. Some teams, you look at Southampton, the way they've came back. Some teams would just fold.
Yeah, they would.
And the determination with Southampton, they've certainly got to. Even if they lose this today, they've got to, hold their heads high. They've done the university proud. Yeah.
I think they need to understand they're in a national final, which is nothing to walk away from and underestimate themselves.
Yeah,
at the moment, Southampton coaches have still huddled up, still trying to work out adjustments, still talking about what they're going to do when they get the ball back on offence, and they haven't stopped working yet.
So the referee get his flag back. So it's second and long now for NTU. A big mistake there. Miller looking to receive a good protection by Glasgow there. Throws up. Caught. Great reception on this far side, and he gets the first down.
Outstanding play. What number is that? David Laley again. He had a huge.
It's that 25-yard play, roughly-ish, and got the one-on-one matchup and attacked him. And potentially, if he would have threw it out in front of him, potentially could have just ran into that and ran him for 6. But again, great play, one-on-one matchups, and got the first down.
There's Laley there again on the outside for NTU. Again, having a good receiving game today as well himself. As what we mentioned as well, it's not just about the catching and running, it's the determination behind these players. When they get contact, initial contact, they're gaining a yard or 2 or 3 yards afterwards as well.
They don't go down on the first hit, they keep on making plays and keep on gaining yards. And
Miller, he's pursued down by the defence, he throws off. It's gone out of bounds though.
Thrown away there.
There's a receiver in the area, so that's fine.
Sensible decision, throw the ball away and just regroup for the next play.
Absolutely. So that's second and 10 now on the Southampton 27-yard line. Again, big shout out to the officials here today as well. The referees do a fantastic job. If you want to be involved and become a referee, you can do. You can visit www.bafra.org. That's BAFRA. And you don't need experience in football. Just go along. These guys will teach you. But they are desperate for guys to come along and become officials. So big shout out to referees for that one. But a fantastic game of football here at the moment. It's 42 points to 28 to NTU Renegades in the pink. Again, Miller keeps that ball. Great block there by Leonardo Glasgow again.
Key block, and then the other sensible thing that he did is that he stayed in bounds when he instead of running out of bounds. So he's now kept the clock moving. Very sensible and very intelligent play there.
Absolutely.
What a great key block from the running back there on the outside guard that sprung him to get to the edge.
And you can see why they brought Leonardo Glasgow in at running back as well. He's a great protector, but he's also a very powerful runner as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But certainly been very impressed by both sides today. Maybe 2 scores in it, but both teams have done extremely well. Miller again, he hands it off to Leonardo Glasgow, who pounds his way up the middle.
Quick little inside play there. Yeah, quick little inside play there, keeps the clock moving. Intelligent play calling.
Destroyers game 2 years ago when they won the championship with their huge fullback.
Yeah, so Leonardo Glasgow having a great game. He's been involved in everything today. So we'll see NTU now have the ball on the 14-yard line off the Southampton Stags. So if you want to give us some feedback on today's streaming at Gridiron TV, please do so. Good. Oh, that is out the hands of Charlesworth there.
Yeah, just slowing slightly behind, run a little slant flat combo there. Obviously brought a tight end in as well. And
Coach Demonte and myself. So text your votes for the game MVP to John the Plumber. And his numbers on the far side of the field. John the Plumber will then ring us back once he's got all the results. Second down and 10.
Second and 10 for NTU on the Southampton 14-yard line. Again.
For protection from his O-line.
Yep. He's scrambling here.
Patience.
Incomplete. Great job by Miller to get into space.
Just really unlucky with that one, unfortunately.
I said earlier about he's had a great game, but his offensive line have looked after him all game, really. Good job by them.
Our referee for the day.
Now, my time for 2-minute warning at 2 minutes exactly.
So, clock stops at 2 minutes.
So we're on what, 3rd and 10 inside the 15 with 2 minutes to go.
Yep. So 2 minutes left in the game, and it's 42-28 here to NTU Renegades.
Exciting game to watch. Both teams have put their hearts into it. Absolutely. Both teams deserve a round of applause at the end of the game.
So it's third down for NTU Renegades.
The last 2 years have been outstanding. The quality of football.
Oh, great pass outside here.
Little slip
It's
screen.
another touchdown.
One-on-one.
Touchdown NTU!
That's George Charlesworth with a great touchdown.
Charlesworth. That combination has been
Yeah, took care of the one-on-one advantage there, and threw a little slip screen to the outside receiver. Great block by his inside guy. Sprung him and 6 points.
Charlesworth has been called a few times today. NTU has just been the total package today on all sides of the ball, really.
Yeah, so there's another field goal opportunity here to take it to 49-28. And that's good.
It's been a great game for NTU overall. Great defence, great offence, and obviously special teams. But you know, I think Southampton, when they look at the film, have acknowledged that they've had some missed opportunities, especially on offence.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tony, it's getting to that time now. I'm going to ask you for your MVP pick, but just obviously we'll give a rundown a few guys who've had some good games today. Obviously, quarterback for Southampton, Dan O'Neill's played outstanding today. Tom Dawson on defence, he's had a good game. And also we'll look at Schlafely, the running back, who I think is kind of an outstanding standing player for Southampton. But who do you think your MVP will be for today's game?
I think it'll be Danny Miller, the QB from NTU. And I think with
so Danny Miller, absolutely outstanding today. He's been absolutely brilliant. He's led his team well. You know, his decision making has been outstanding as well. And you know, again, we mentioned, you know, it's Danny Miller. It's not a one-man team. Yeah. A lot of the NTUs have played fantastic as a unit. The offensive line's held well, protected them well, so it's allowed him the time to make the decisions and to create the passes and to get the run plays off. But absolutely, so GridironTV MVP today is Danny Miller of the NTU Renegades. So congratulations, Danny, on your MVP award, and to the NTU Renegades for winning the 2013 plate. So what have you made? So obviously with this game today, obviously we didn't expect it to be such a high scoring game today. But you know, what's been the best part of this?
I think execution, especially on NTU, how varied they've been on offence, utilising all their weapons, and you know, made some big plays when they needed to make some big plays. And you know, I've only really had 2 drives that have been poor, and hopefully on the back of the MVP, I think we need to get it in. Hopefully Danny Miller's going to look after his offensive line and make sure that they're fed and watered lately. And I'm quite sure we want to do that. I'm quite sure we'd want to know by the offensive line if he's going to look after him later on tonight. So
yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few beers being shared around the NTU camp today. But you know what? I take my hat off to Southampton today as well. You know, okay, they've been beaten by 3 scores today, but you know, they've never given up. They've never given up throughout the whole game, and their attitude has been outstanding.
You know, they're still cheering for each other now as the game is coming into the dying seconds, really. And 24 running back has been excellent. Coaching staff has kept coaching. You know, they never quit really. But obviously they've, I guess it's for Southampton, it's a game of probably a couple of missed opportunities.
Yeah, there's Smedley there just on the run play for them.
But hats off to NTU. They came in, take care of opportunities, and And deservedly winners today.
Yeah, I know our friend Andrew Burden, who has Inkspot Media, who's been travelling with NTU all season. Unfortunately not able to be here due to other work commitments, but I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted to see the team win today.
67 off it.
So I hope you're doing well, Andrew. It's a pity you couldn't be here today to watch this in person, but no doubt you're enjoying the live stream from Gridiron TV. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and make sure, obviously we've got a big game ahead today. I believe kick-off is at 4:15 this afternoon. That's Birmingham Lions against the Hertfordshire Hurricanes, a remake of last year's final the Hurricanes won. Certainly looking forward to that one, Tony.
Yeah, that's going to be a great football game, and I think the juice will be flowing when those two teams come out, and I think it's going to be 48 minutes of a battle going back and forth, and two great football teams going after each other.
There's Sean Costin just going outside there.
That's out of bounds.
He gains a couple of yards for the Stags.
Ball's now at the 50-yard line.
So the score 49 points to 28 to the NTU Renegades. There's Costin just coming off there after that run play.
Score is 49 to 28 in favour of NTU.
So I'll tell you one thing now, whoever's watching across the world, it's a great advert for British university football. You've got a great game in line-up for you later this afternoon. Again, the Birmingham Lions against the Hertfordshire Hurricanes. That's the National Championship final. This is the plate final. Yeah.
Just the timing slightly off there, but getting a potential opportunity for a completion there, and what could have been a third and short is now a third and longer.
This Southampton team have really done the university proud today.
So certainly with any kind of place here just now for Southampton, NTU the defence will be trying to keep them inbounds, to keep that clock ticking down to get this game over and done with for them. It's a foregone conclusion now. I think NTU are definitely walking away with this one.
Miscommunication in the backfield.
Yeah, that's Badini again. Yeah, Bendoni keeps that, gains about 3 yards for
Bendoni with a carry there.
Gains about 6 yards actually, so that's now 4th and 7. They'll go for it, they're going to try and get a score.
Second, 56 seconds remain.
Yeah, go for it, bring it back to 2. Bit of pride at stake.
Call a timeout, 4th down. Going to try and get there, make sure they get the right call, and try and get the first down. But I think he's just said, what, 56 seconds left?
Yeah.
I mean, NTU have obviously dropped 2 guys deep now, and playing some prevent defence now.
Oh, it looks like they've got the first down as well.
Looks like
So that's a huge play. Well, as we look down to the trackside, we can see the Birmingham Lions being led out by Coach Wayne Hill.
Timeout for Southampton. That's the third and final timeout of the half. I think they said there's 56 seconds left to go in the game.
56 to go in the game now.
Timeout. Go by Southampton.
Southampton are determined to score.
49 seconds remain.
Pulled another timeout. Trying to get another play in.
Seconds to go in the game. Looks like we've got a 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 for Southampton. Just the key here is just keep them in bounds.
I want to check the box there. The box is displayed 2. There we go.
That's first down, beg your pardon. There we go. Mistake there by the guys on the far side. So Bandini, he throws off. Has he got it?
With a pass, and it's
Caught
complete for a first down.
So again, this is driving Southampton down the field, and you know they're pumped up for this. They want to try and get one back before the end of the game, and just
most definitely. I think we said they weren't going to quit. I think we weren't going to quit when they were still adjusting before the last drive as an offensive coach and stuff. So I think they're determined to come out and score.
Bandini, and he's brought it down. That's a loss. That's a loss of almost 10 yards.
Yeah, probably took a bit too long to develop in the backfield there, and NTU soon close that down.
Just undoing all that great work they just did a couple of minutes ago, and it's a shame. It's such a shame. Again, he's brought down for about another 8 yards as well.
Is that Danny Miller?
So there's an MVP, Danny Miller on defence.
He even got himself a sack.
Is there anything this man cannot do on a football field?
If you've got a full scoop on, let him fill it out today.
The only thing he hasn't done is thrown for a pick six.
He can do no wrong.
So it's the only thing he has not done today.
And
Thoroughly deserved MVP winner today.
that's the ball game, folks.
And that's again.
NTU!
Obviously, congratulations to NTU through deserved winners.
Can we give a round of applause to both teams?
I'm sure the kit manager won't be very happy seeing all these helmets going flying across the pitch.
Well done, you've done the turn.
Obviously, commiserations to Southampton. I think you do yourself really proud. You never quit. You play for 48 minutes. Just a great advert for your for both football teams and both football programs and universities. Should be proud of themselves on both sides of the lines.
Absolutely. I mean, they might have run away with this NTU at the end of the day, but you know, Southampton were never really out of it. You know, they kept battling away, they kept plugging away, they kept trying to execute as best they could. But do you know what? It didn't work for them today, and you know they'll go away. Some of the seniors will graduate, they'll get new rookies in next season. And I just hope that programme can build. You know, and certainly hope to see them back again next year. And an absolute credit to the university. They've had a fantastic season, but huge congratulations to the NTU Renegades from just down the road in Nottingham. The plate winners, 49 points to 28.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what NTU lose graduation-wise and what they keep and what they pick up next year. And you know, definitely something to grow and develop on and gain momentum for into next year, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be very interesting to see that. And they're all scarpering for their helmets now. I think throwing it just in that moment of madness wasn't such a good idea. But you know what? No. A great advert for British football today. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, you know, it wasn't a game that I kind of expected, and a big congratulations to the officials as well. They've had a good game today, apart from the odd wee mistake they made in regards to the fourth down earlier. But you know what? We all make mistakes, and that's what happens. And they've had a good game today, and you know, a great advert for university football. And I'm certainly hoping we see the same from the championship game.
At the end of all the games now, for those of you new to the game.
So later today, 4:15 kick-off, the championship game, Birmingham Lions versus the Hertfordshire Hurricanes, who are the national champions, a repeat of last year's final.
Yeah, as we're just looking to our right now, obviously Birmingham have come out about 5 minutes ago. They're just going through their pre-game stuff, and we look forward to that matchup.
Yeah, just bear with us. Obviously, the teams are all shaking hands now on the 50-yard line, just congratulating each other on a fantastic game of football. And we'll have the presentations. You know, how do you pick up a team, though, Tony, once they've lost a national championship? It's difficult.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the hardest part of losing in any final is that you've got that long period afterwards of you know, this is either your last game before you graduate, or it's your last game before you get back into football for your university next September. That's a hell of a long period to sit there and think about things. That's the hard part, but you know, when they watch the film, I think they'll notice they've had missed opportunities, Southampton, and understand that they can come back next year and do it all over again.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's you know, huge congratulations. A thoroughly deserved win, although their strips are shocking. I've got to give them those.
It's shockingly pink, obviously.
And it certainly is, and there's one of the NTU players doing a few backflips.
You know, it's great that NTU have come out and they got the pink flags waving in the crowds, etc., and you know, and really developed an atmosphere for those guys to rally around today.
And I've been right behind the team, you know, throughout the whole game as well. And a great advert for the university. So we'll wait and see what happens here. And it's, you know, Southampton have got a lot to do next season. You know, try and rebuild the programme and try and come back and try and get back to John Charles and Leeds again.
Yeah, I think they've got some great foundations to build on, and I'm quite sure they'll keep building.
And so unfortunately that's all time we've got for now. We're going to be doing a trophy presentation, but we will release that on our highlight package. A huge thank you to you, Tony, for taking time to join us here on Gridiron TV. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No problem, anytime, thank you.
I certainly hope you enjoyed yourself. The British John Gruden, end of the day, as you keep referring to yourself as. But no, big thank you to everybody who's been involved here at the John Charles Taylor, made us all welcome at Gridiron TV. We will be back on air again about 4 p.m. this afternoon for the big championship game that's due to kick off at 4:15. So make sure you tune in to Gridiron TV for that. But up until now, from myself, Stuart Young, and from Tony Smith, thank you for watching.